Hello, chat. Looks like Liz is not undeafened yet. As I immediately choke on my spit. Hi, welcome in. We're gonna power wash today. I thought I was gonna be all slick. I thought I was gonna be all slick and oh my god, alert. And
oh my god, alert? That's crazy.
Hey, you remember? Oh yeah, you don't know about
the
this
alert that I hated that you were talking about?
Yeah.
You've implemented it. I know.
It's real now.
I've seen your socials. All right, I'm aware.
Now there's just a fart noise and alert flies across the screen. And I use the Twitch celebrations so that there's just massive fireworks of emotes happening on everybody's screen. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever done, and it's beautiful, and it gets used.
Yeah?
It costs 2,000 channel points, and it has a 10-minute cooldown.
So proud of you. At least you put a 10-minute cooldown.
Yeah, I didn't want that spammed. I thought I was going to be all slick and change scenes and start talking and unmute, and it was just going to be this nice, smooth transition straight into the start of everything, and no.
No?
No.
What'd you do?
You were lucky just that you were still deafened.
Okay.
Because I came over, you were still deafened, and alert happened, and I'm just a mess of a person, that's all.
Do you scream or something?
No.
Like directly into the mic?
No.
No?
I can. You want me to?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I really don't.
I can do this thing. I can make this dream a reality. Actually, I probably should. Roommate is in the apartment and probably asleep right now. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Hi, Varen. How are you doing today?
Yeah, welcome in everybody. Ducat, Vary. Who else was it? Tibbs. That's all fishing. Welcome in everyone. We're gonna power wash. We're gonna continue the great Shrekening.
Am I stupid? Is it Very NYC and not Varen? Have I been saying it wrong for this whole time? Because in my brain, I read Varen as if it's like a name, which I know it's not someone's legal name, but like it reads as a separate part of a username. It's Varen and not NYC. Got it.
I've been saying it wrong.
Oh wow, this looks like an amazing mod of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Listen, sometimes you forget to change your category, okay?
Orbital casing, welcome in. Welcome to the nightmare.
Why is it still that? I changed it.
Sometimes Twitch is an entirely broken website.
I changed it. I changed it after I went live, but I changed it.
Ow. Sometimes.
Let's try changing it in OBS. What the heck?
These things, they happen.
Is that sometimes you see Powerwash Sim? Maybe it's like a refresh thing. Because in OBS it was still Veilguard, but in Stream Manager it was Powerwash.
That could make sense. That could be a thing.
Also, it's telling me my bitrate is unstable.
I mean, it tells me that literally all the time.
But only Stream Manager. OBS is fine.
Yeah,
and
OBS
I have 0
is fine.
frames. So, listen.
My Twitch studio constantly tells me that it's like, everything is dying, everything's unstable.
Fucking broken and you suck. Your bitrate was fucked today. I'm so sorry to hear that, Orb.
Oh, no.
That sucks. I know that feeling. I've been there last week. Oh.
Sometimes bitrate dies.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you're playing... Oh, fuck. What was it? I had a reference. Borderlands 3, and you get into that mission, and no one can see your stream anymore.
I was going to say Vampire Survivors.
No, it was... have you seen the Borderlands 3 mission that fucks everything up?
No.
Okay. So in Borderlands 3...
Also, you can join me in Powerwash.
Okay. There's a mission, like, near the start of the game. And you go into, like, a VR thing that's all blue and technological and like grid-like with all these particle effects. And every moment in there, your stream is a smudge.
Nice.
And it's a long mission, and everyone tries to power through it and get through as fast as possible because their chat is screaming.
In moments like that, that is when you should be leaning into it. You gotta lean into the destruction of the bitrate. Where the hell
I gotta get like an Unsanity Live filter of bitrate. He does like scuffed streams where he takes himself down to like 144p and puts like a McDonald's drive-through mic filter.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely shows you unstable if you use too high a bitrate, because that's what I'm doing.
Oh, that might be what it is for me then as well.
Twitch is like, the maximum is 5,000. I'm like, no, I'm giving you 6.
No, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm definitely in 6th. So that would be what it is. I understand. I just never look at stream managers, so I didn't realize that was a problem. I just ignore it.
I also just realized another thing that I forgot to do for today.
What?
Background music.
Are you good?
No. Never. Here we go. 6 hours of Skyrim music as I get knocked off the mountain.
What? The entire time that I was freaking out because my music was not working. You just sat there and went, I don't need music?
I didn't think about it. I did not think about it. I've said this before. I am a mess of a human being. I am a mess. I am a crab. I don't know how to people.
We will have fun, Orb. Enjoy your lurk.
There we go. We tried to do things, and many things didn't work. Should I tell them the other thing that I'm trying to...
Yeah, we tried to do like a collab VTube studio situation, and everything went great because Teddy, being the fantastic person that he is, bought the DLC and set it all up. And I can't buy the DLC right now, but we were like, it doesn't matter. Only one of us has to have the DLC. And then right before we went live, I disappeared because it said only 10 minutes for free. And then cut me off from the service.
I mean,
they were like, you get this 10 minutes to try it out with your friends and see if you want to buy it. You can't use the service.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, like, I get it. It was just, there was no prior warning. It just said, good luck.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm happy we didn't go live.
Would have been interesting.
That would have been upsetting. Especially considering we spent that entire 10 minutes setting up and fixing both of our streams so that it looked nice.
This is it. It's all my fault because I honestly, if I had looked into it more, I would have found out probably somewhere that we would both needed to have bought it. I thought just the host needed to have it, and I was wrong.
Well, the thing is, I looked at that DLC and I didn't see that anywhere. It was just a pop-up that came up.
Well, oh. But we know it
either
works.
I'm also blind and or illiterate, or
it more than likely is a thing where everybody needs to have it. And I mean, it works. It works well. I mean, it
does. It works very well. It's super
I'm not gonna yell at them for it. Like, they gotta make money, and
yeah, of course, no.
It works.
It was just unfortunate.
Yeah. So someday, perchance, perhaps per maybe, we will be able to do collab with both models going on the stream at once.
Yeah.
Either that, or I will just annoy other VTubers and be like, hey, do you have this thing? Because I have this thing. We should do this thing.
You're gonna single-handedly sell so many copies of that DLC, they should give you commission.
Oh, that'd be great. I know people that I need to annoy anyway.
Uh-huh.
I need to annoy Tolk. I need to stream something with him at some point.
Yeah, Tolk's pretty good.
He's a good boy. And
the little bit that I've seen of him.
He's a good boy, and I desire to break him. So.
Ah. It's one of those.
Someday.
One of those collabs.
Someday. Is he here right now? Does he know I'm saying this? Clip this, send it to him. I will break you.
Flipped and shipped. Oh.
He do break good.
Turn it into like a Papa Mutt stream. Or when he finds something that's particularly horrendous in terms of TikTok cooking, he forces his friend to watch it on stream.
Oh my god.
Because he knows his friend will break and cry.
Yes. Content for the content gods. That's what that is.
Yep, yep. Starts calling him while he's live. Hey, I have a present. The other person immediately goes, oh god.
Yes.
They know.
Yes. Yes. It will take more than that to break the boy, though. He gets fan art of himself pregnant.
That lines up with what I was just thinking about. Which is so sad to say. Because I mentioned Papa Mutt. And I was like, he recently reacted to a video that I had already watched. Do you watch Bad Art History on YouTube?
No. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
What is this? This is now welcome to another episode of Liz Teaches Teddy something horrible.
There's this woman that makes really good content on YouTube, and one of the things she does is Bad Art History, where we dive into depraved shit that communities are built on, right?
Okay.
And one of the more recent ones is was it pregnant gay Luigi? And that whole mess, tying it back to the 2008 recession and housing crisis. It's a good video. Everyone should watch it. You think I'm joking? I'm not.
No, I know you're not joking, and that's why I had to push you off of the railing.
It's a really good video.
Good God.
Yeah.
No, Talk just did something, and his artist got jokingly annoyed and went, you know what, I'm going to draw a pregnant art of you. And that's what happened. And so now he's got...
You know what, I'm going to find that video and drop it in chat so everyone can bask in its glory. Give me a moment.
My God. I thought we were going to get...
1 month ago, the unbelievable lore of pregnant gay Luigi.
I thought we were going to get pregnant Sonic art, but no, I wasn't expecting
No, it's
Luigi.
worse. It's genuinely worse. Okay, everybody should check that out on their own time. Have fun!
This is not what shared chat was meant for.
Bookmark it for later. Watch it with dinner.
This sounds like a threat.
But you should also check out all the other Bad Art histories. They're all super good.
Why is the large treasure pile not done? Wait, what? Where else? I have been doing this treasure pile since we started this thing.
It's another case of I need to find where you have missed the spot.
Yes?
Here, Teddy.
Ah!
This is all part of large treasure pile.
This is it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have been working on treasure pile since we began this thing. Because I like gold. And then I couldn't find it anymore. I didn't know where it went. It's here.
Too late, already had dinner. That's just another reason to watch it with breakfast then.
No. You watch the video and then you can have dinner all over again. I would recommend having a different dinner because the same one is... I mean, you could, but that'd be gross.
And I would also like to remind everybody that Mama Luigi is canon.
What do you mean Mama Luigi is canon?
Mama Luigi's canon, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter.
What? Is this another threat?
That's just a takeaway from the video.
The baby.
And here I thought, drat, I didn't prepare any topics for today.
You don't need to prepare topics. You just need to talk about things, and then you'll remember something horribly cursed. And then you'll teach me about it, because I apparently don't spend enough time on the internet to be just...
And I'm chronically online.
I thought I kind of was,
It's a good
and I was
balance
wrong.
we have.
There are days where I'm
Speaking of-
like, do I spend too much time online? And then I talk to Liz. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, genuinely. Speaking of chronically online and how that's sad sometimes. Remember the TikTok ban?
Oh, God.
Remember the TikTok ban?
Yeah. Yep.
So not only were there so many people fucking full-on sobbing, snot-nosed sobbing into their camera up until TikTok got banned, but also it was removed from the App Store.
I didn't know that.
It was removed from the App Store. iPhones with TikTok still installed have now sold for over $50,000.
It was like
have now
hours.
sold for over
like
$50,000 because people uninstalled the app and they couldn't get it back.
It was gone for just like a couple hours, and then it came back with full-on propaganda.
Yes, and people had already gone online and not only listed it, but bought it.
Like, wait a day.
Multiple.
Like, wait a day before you do the thing.
Also,
it's
is
not
it
even
back
worth
on the
it
App
now.
Store? Because it's only a temporary reinstatement for 75 days for now. They say that. It's a permanent reinstatement, but I don't know if it's back on the App Store during that temporary time.
Oh, Donkey's texting me. There's also that sword, shield, and helmet clumped together in a pile. Oh, he's still talking about the dead knights.
The mess that we're cleaning? Yeah.
Yeah. Rest assured, they just coincidentally gathered together like that. Sure.
Oh, yeah, the adventurers that died.
Yep.
My wife doesn't commit murder.
And the soot outline on the wall behind them? Hey, the thing that you showed me.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, Donkey? We found the only not chronically online VTuber, right? That's just the lighting playing with your mind. Ah.
Donkey's gaslighting us in real time.
I think Donkey might be the one that's gaslit.
I doubt that.
He might believe this. He's not entirely...
Listen, what Dragon does on her own time is her own business.
He's not entirely the smartest. I think he might believe that. Granted, I'm not saying that you have to be unintelligent to be gaslit. I'm just saying that it probably wasn't hard.
No, Teddy is saying that if you've ever been gaslit in your life, you're dumb and you should feel bad.
And now I'm canceled.
That's what Teddy's actively saying.
And now I'm canceled. But yeah, TikTok isn't even really so much worth it now. Like, I'm debating just getting rid of it. Because it came back...
I've been sending you stuff.
It came back full propaganda.
Oh, did you not fix your For You page?
No. I don't even mean the For You page. I don't even mean that. No, I mean the message that it came back with.
Oh, yeah, no. But you have to, like, fix your algorithm by blocking meta apps that are on TikTok now.
My algorithm...
And then your timeline is fine.
My algorithm's the same. It didn't really touch my algorithm. I still get the same...
Oh, that's weird.
I still get the same angry
a lot of
communists.
People... Oh, so then your timeline was fucked even before then. Because a lot of people have things that are censored from them now.
Ah.
And by resetting, it fixes that.
I haven't come across that. I still see the same people that I saw before.
Like, female reproductive health is being censored from U.S. citizens now.
Oh, for God. Yeah, this is why I'm just like, it's not even worth it.
I'm just
it's
like basics. Just basics. Tested.
It's not even worth it. They're just like, thanks to Dickhead, we're back. You're like, great. You're praising him right off the bat.
Dickhead was the one that it was the reason that it was gone. Because he got his feelings hurt.
Like, he hasn't even taken office yet, and you're praising him. I think I'm gonna delete this app. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah.
So, I have it, and I've been looking at it, but it's less and less each day.
You've been looking at the things I've been sending you and not responding? That's worse. I thought you just weren't on TikTok.
Chad, am I in trouble?
I thought you just weren't on the app.
The adventurers were also
okay.
gaslit. This is true.
That is very true. Gotta get on Red Note. I love Red Note. That's so funny.
Are you on there?
No, but I've I've just been third party watching, you know?
As have I. I have been gaining that through osmosis, not through actually being there. And it is, it's entertaining. It's an entertaining
I don't need people yelling
ordeal.
at me about my sleep schedule. I'm a grown adult with making my own choices.
I mean, you can yell at me about my sleep schedule. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. But it's like people figuring out that you can use a rice cooker to cook. You know?
Did they not know this?
No.
Have they not experienced a rice cooker?
No, people have been buying a rice cooker because Chinese people on Red Note have been screaming at them because they're paying $50 for lunch. And they're saying, I have no time to cook, whereas people on Red Note are like, buy a fucking rice cooker. Here's some basic recipes for just a whole dinner in your rice cooker for $12, and you can feed yourself twice. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Red Note has been a boon for many.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck in the $50 lunch category no matter what. It's like, I can get basic necessity groceries for the same amount of money as getting something made. Because city that doesn't really grow food, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Eating is expensive.
Eating is expensive. I did not make dinner today because I was panicking over applications and just doing those and then editing down videos and uploading those. And I was like, I also, because stream is at 6 and not 7, I had even less time to like go grocery shopping. So I just didn't, and I ordered a pizza instead.
You could. I would have delayed if you needed to.
And but I feel bad asking for anything from anybody, so I just deal with it.
Fuck you. Take care of yourself. What are you doing?
It's okay. I'll make dinner tomorrow.
what the fuck?
I'll make dinner tomorrow.
You
I
need-
mean, I was gonna do it
you
anyway. I
need
was just
to
gonna
eat-
cook earlier, but then my mom was like, "Just order a pizza," and I was like, "Okay."
You need to eat daily, Liz.
Yeah, and I told you I ordered a pizza. I ate.
Okay. I had chicken nuggets and beans.
I can't just. Oh, nice. I can't just not have food in this house because I don't live alone.
That's fair.
If I was living alone, that would be a different story.
I just took a thing of chicken nuggets and a can of beans and threw it in the microwave.
If I was living by myself, it would be a protein shake and some fruit. Happy dinner.
Do that.
Huh?
I said, don't do that.
That's fine. That's laziness.
Some of my leftover beans. I'll send you some beans.
I don't need you to send me beans.
They are
still
baked.
requires the amount of effort to prepare them.
They are baked and come from a can.
Yeah, exactly. You still gotta heat those.
This VTuber eating bean. You didn't? No, you don't. I mean, I did. I
You
ate
eat
them
cold
hot.
beans from a can?
You can.
That's worse. That's worse than what I do.
You can.
That's worse.
I didn't-
Actively.
That's not what I did today. But you can. I've
If
done
I'm
it.
gonna eat something cold, it's gonna be like fruit or veg.
It's not cold. It's shelf stable, so it's just, room temperature. Room temperature
Yeah,
beans.
you're right. It is just room temperature slime. You're right.
Room temperature. It's just room temperature
Room
baked
temperature
beans.
bean slime is disgusting.
You just open the can and get
You
spoon.
you open the beans.
Yeah.
You put them in a strainer and you rinse it to get all the slime out.
What are you doing?
You mix
what are you
it with
talking
salt
about?
and cumin and you heat it.
What
And
do
then you
you?
eat your fucking beans.
That's not what you do with baked beans.
That is what. It's just what you do with a can of beans.
If it's just
I don't buy beans that have other shit in it. I just season my own beans.
see, these are baked beans. They come in the baked bean sauce, which is the baked bean.
That's disgusting. That's that tomato sauce, right?
Is it tomato? I don't think it's tomato. It's
It's like a tomato molasses sauce.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
The
No.
beans, baked beans.
No, you
Just
just season
bacon.
your own beans. Ew.
Bacon.
Canned bacon is horrific. You can't say you just ate some beans and bacon that were in a can to me with a straight face as if it's like a luxury.
You got rolled a beautiful bean footage. The man is a dog.
What? What are you talking about? Yes, tomato molasses sauce, Ducat. You heard me right. It is foul.
How baked are we talking? Just regular baked. Bush's baked beans, yeah. He's the man with a dog and he roasts
Conversation with the Katamari music in the background. True.
Do you not know Bush's baked beans, man?
No, I don't know what that is.
There's this commercial.
That might be a US thing. I don't know, do you know Meow Mix?
Yes.
Yeah, you do? You guys had Meow Mix?
We have Meow Mix. They currently have a commercial that keeps playing on Twitch.
Oh, ew. I'm so sorry.
Where
I have that as like a distant childhood memory because I haven't watched ads in so long.
they have a commercial. They have a commercial. I'm still laughing because the beans. They have a commercial on Twitch where the cats are basically doing a Backstreet Boys thing, and
Please.
and one of the Backstreet
Please.
Boys is there. I'll have to find
Which
it. and
one?
send it to you.
Which one is it?
I don't
Which one
know
is
their
it?
names.
What does he look like?
He looks like a Backstreet Boy.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful to me. Is it JC?
Dying. And he's going meow meow meow.
He says meow.
Yes, he does.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
Oh God, my heart.
Hold on. Let me look
Look
up.
it up.
Let me
Look
I'm
it
not gonna. I'm not gonna play it.
Play it.
Um.
This is Twitch. It's one of their
Backstreet
advertisers. They don't care.
Boys Meow. I care. It is JC. I knew it was some stupid. It's cringe, so of course it's JC.
While you're there, look up Bush's Baked Beans commercials. You'll see a man
I'm
with
so
a dog.
good. Thank you.
It's a dog. It's a talking dog.
JC has one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life in his discography. The only reason I know it is because I was on Spotify and I was looking for a 2000s pop playlist. And I wasn't looking through the ones generated by Spotify. I was looking at the user-generated one. And someone fucking put it in there from his solo album. And I sat there in stunned silence for the full, 7 minutes.
Does he meow during it? Because he meows in this one. Is the meowing better or worse?
It's worse than meowing for Meow Mix. You know why? Because I think that Meow Mix commercial at least generates him some profit.
he had to have gotten paid for it, yeah.
Yeah. Unlike his solo album, which was a critical failure. How does the album make you feel? I haven't listened to the album. I just listened to the one song and that was enough.
And there's cats and they're wearing Backstreet Boys clothes and they're dancing.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh my god.
It plays for me so much on Twitch.
This is what it's called. It came out in 2002. It peaked on the US charts at number 35 and the Canadian charts at number 24. I'm so sorry, Canadian. It's called Blowing Me Up with Her Love. And it's the most horrific thing I've ever heard in my life. It goes off the rails immediately, changes style like 4 times. Every time you think it's over, it just switches.
Almost up to the part where the game introduced there's a boy band in Warframe? do they meow? Do they meow?
Do they meow?
Do they meow?
Oh. Is it like KDA but worse? Because KDA is actually good.
Oh my god. You know what the best part about me getting these boy band cat food commercials is on Twitch?
What?
I don't own a cat.
That's the worst part about it. You should own a cat. Oh.
I don't have a cat, so if you are
KDA
advertising cat food
universe.
to me, you are suggesting that I eat cat food.
No, they're suggesting that you look up cat-related content, therefore they assume you have a cat.
Ah, I do like cat content.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now is the winter
Did
of
you
cat
turn
content.
off meta tracking you platform-wide or off-platform? No?
No.
Then that's why that's happening. It's like a setting you have to turn off because it tracks everything you do off-site.
I mean, I don't go to their site. I haven't.
No.
For years.
It partners with a bunch of websites that everything you do on those websites gets sent back to Meta and applied to your profile that you have, that they have on you, essentially. Like YouTube.
Somebody just put Mark Zuckerberg in a locker.
And shuttle him off into space. He's gonna like it there. It's a nice cold void.
Shove the nerd in a locker. Where he belongs. What we do with the locker afterwards. I won't complete the sentence.
Yeah.
Then I'll get
KDA
knocked
is
on
in
the door.
universe. It's like in lore that they participate like between matches they go and do and have like a pop star career.
Online is the name of the Warframe boy. I hate. What is this world I live in?
Why? Why is it spelled like that? Why is it spelled like that?
Because it's rad.
Okay.
Because it is the internet and you have to be elite cool. You know?
I haven't heard anybody except me call something rad in so long.
Like with some X's on either side of the name.
Yeah. Ye old Xbox Live.
Slap a 4 in there instead of an A. Maybe shove a 420 where it doesn't belong. You know, any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's in 1999. That's why. So yeah, I'm right. Also, I don't know how it happened, but I started unironically saying rad again. I think I've just embraced the fact that I'm old and I'm just like, you know what?
I've said rad unironically for a long time.
I said it ironically for a while, and then the irony faded away. It's one of those.
That's how they get you. That's how slang
it's one
gets
of those.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I stopped kind of giving into the humor where I say things ironically, because it will eventually cross over into a real part of my vocabulary. So I don't even feed into that.
It is a well-documented thing.
Yeah. I refuse.
Like, I've understood this about ironic jokes, which is why ironic jokes that I make are usually along the lines of like, I'm okay with this becoming part of me later. For right now, it is funny. But if it becomes part of me, this is okay.
So be it.
I will accept this. You don't do the ironic bad things, because those will also become part of you, and then you'll be a bad person.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But ironically saying rad, who gives a shit?
I give a shit. Back to the subject of food, Aldris chips have broken Canadian containment. Good. They deserve to be shared with the world.
Where have they gone? Did they end up in
Also,
the States?
do y'all have spicy pickle chips yet?
Huh?
Spicy pickle chips. They're my favorite chips.
The fuck is that? I want them. I'll eat them.
Miss Vicky's has that flavor. There used to be a limited edition thing, and now they're just permanent.
Oh.
I'm sure you can find them on the candy website because they have snacks. The one that I linked to.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Pickle chips.
I have
like
them
pickle
in my
chips.
cupboard at the moment. I'm
But
gonna have
spicy
them later.
pickle chips. Oh. It's a spicy pickle.
Spiced pickle.
Saw an ad for all dressed chips on the Instagram. Oh my.
Wow. You guys are evolving.
We're always evolving. Just usually in terrible ways.
When was the last time you had just like a plain regular flavored chip?
I honestly don't know.
Because I recently met somebody who that's their favorite flavor.
That's fair.
And they got a ketchup chip and they unironically said this is too spicy.
Oh, see, okay, that's not fair. Having your favorite flavor be plain, that's okay. That's fine.
That is okay.
That is perfectly allowed. To say ketchup chips are too spicy, something is wrong. Something is wrong. That
We
is
also
when
have spicy ketchup chips.
that is when you may or that is when you may in fact be too white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like spicy pickle, we also have spicy ketchup, also by mistake.
This mayonnaise is too spicy for me.
Meanwhile, I'm over here adding hot sauce and sriracha to fucking anything I can.
Yeah. I have to reel myself back in because my mom doesn't have the same spice tolerance that I do. And I'll make something and I'll be like, this is delicious, and she'll put it in her mouth. Like, I'm gonna die. And I just hear her coughing in the other room and I feel bad. Because what's she gonna do, not eat?
I'm trying to drown this mimic, and it's just... it's just refusing.
You need help with the mimic?
There's so much dirt inside of it. Oh, wait a minute. Never
Where
mind.
are
Never
you?
mind. Never mind. There's a button. I found the button.
Jesus Christ.
How am I supposed to clean the inside
Panicking,
of
saying,
this?
never mind, never mind, never mind.
Because I knew you were gonna mock me as soon as you came over and went,
And hit
Teddy,
the obvious
open the
button.
chest. Because I couldn't clean the inside of it. I'm sitting here just trying to drown a mimic. When really, I just needed to tell it to open wide. And be
Just
a
like a
dentist.
dentist.
Exactly. It's fine. It's fine now.
Speaking of dentist,
Can I open
I had
this
a
one?
couple of dentist
No.
appointments recently. And in the first one, they were doing the numbing.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't working, as per usual.
And now Liz has dentures.
It got to the point where we had tried numbing 3 separate times. And it was still painful.
I'm
'cause we
afraid already.
kept doing a little bit of like drilling and it was still painful. And then I was like, I can still feel like, I don't know. And she had gotten to the point where she was like, it's okay, I finished the drilling. Like, I did the whole job while I was in pain. Because it was all we could, like, we had to keep testing it. And she was like, I have an idea for next time because I had an appointment like a week later. I came back and we switched to a numbing agent that had a different pH.
Uh-huh.
And it immediately worked like magic.
Oh.
Which is incredible because usually with like the regular numbing that everyone gets, the entire area, like the entire half of my mouth goes numb, but I can still feel pain. I just can't feel touch.
Well, that's horrifying.
And it's like a pain that resonates throughout the entire section of the mouth.
Well, that's horrifying.
This time with this one, I can feel everything. Like I can feel all the touching, all the vibration, all the little movements, but absolutely no pain.
Ah.
So we're just going to go with that one from now on.
Ah. Ah.
Would a mimic go to the veterinarian? Probably. If you had a pet mimic, take it to the vet.
I assume fantasy vets exist in this universe.
Liz has
It's like
had
exotic vets exist now.
Liz has had to deal with me in D&D, constantly trying to get a mimic.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, mimics exist in this world? I want one. It is my pet now.
Yep.
This is my goal, always and forever.
Like half of you have tried to get a monster pet and I've had to put my foot and be like, absolutely not. And then I feel bad when something is actually a reasonable request because I'm going to get a DM later from somebody being like, so they get a pet and I didn't.
I put spores in my pocket.
You did. That was horrifying. And there were consequences for that action. Multiple, in fact. There were multiple consequences for that action.
One of them grew.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it did.
Traveling.
I
the
rolled
world
for that
luggage.
because that was a fungus that was very much alive and volatile.
I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it played out exactly as it did.
Teddy said, oh, this... So they went to this wizard's house, right? They went to this wizard's house and it was empty. There was just a bunch of his experiments and pets, quote unquote, that had escaped their imprisonment because they had been starving for so long that they broke through their chains and were just in the house. They get to the basement.
They were friendly enough.
There's a wizard in the middle of a blood magic circle ritual, kneeling without a head, but there are spores attached to his neck.
Yeah.
And on a little string, there's a big balloon spore, essentially, that immediately looks at them and goes, hug, please, and starts trying to break containment.
Yeah.
It explodes everywhere, covering everything in spores and causing multiple constitution saving throws. Because it's fucking horrific and will turn you into a spore. It will infect you.
It wasn't malicious.
And it will pop out of your head.
It's just its nature.
And Teddy was like, I see this. Obviously, they didn't get the explanation, but they saw it in action.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to pocket it for later, smile.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little piece. I'm going to put it in my pocket for later. Then they went to a big elven city with a lot of security.
It was friendly. And it was
a
curious.
Big magic city with a lot of security.
Just like bumped its head into me like a cat that was curious. It's just its nature. Do you kill a snake because it bites? No, you put it in a terrarium so it can't bite you.
Then that's not what you do. First of all,
I put spores in my pocket so that I could have.
You did. You noticed that it exploded and that was really bad, and you were like, I'm these in my pocket for later. And then it grew. It grew in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
And then immediately, it exploded, but thankfully away from people.
Yeah, because we took it away from people because that would be bad. But I also held on to some of the spores, not necessarily to gain a pet, but because...
No, I know that wasn't the reason.
Because this is a poisonous thing, and I thought that would really fuck somebody up.
My favorite thing is that you thought your pocket would contain the spore.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This breathable fabric will contain these mushrooms.
Yes. It's a mushroom. Mushroom bigger than pocket hole.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting more text from Donkey. Okay. Wow, I always thought there was maybe some gold here, a jewel there, maybe even the odd collector's scroll or whatever. I thought most of it must be padding, you know, chocolate coins and milk bottle tops. Yeah, I don't think he actually believes that those are dead adventurers. I think he believes the story.
That's fine.
Considering this text.
Yeah, you don't want the mushroom to rot.
But all this? Yeah, the mushroom needs to breathe. Can't stifle the mushroom. Mimi did nothing wrong. Mimi exploded because that's what happens. And we try not to let Mimi explode because that would be very bad and dangerous for everyone. But as long as Mimi doesn't explode, Mimi can lead a long and happy life. As
those of you who have been watching my Veilguard playthrough and have learned about curiosity wisps, like the one that Manfred is, that was essentially the Spore's personality.
I love them.
Teddy thought that was really cute.
Yes!
And the problem is that they are very, very thinly contained balloons of spore with like a 30-foot explosion radius or something like that.
So
in the middle of a crowded city.
So what I needed to do was
pick up a ladder and jump scare me. Yes.
Was first off that, yes. What I needed to do was put it in like a puffy jacket so that it would be safe and not explode.
If only you had that chance.
If only I had the chance to put it in a puffy jacket, everything would be fine.
So many things happened in that campaign.
It's amazing that I didn't die from that. Considering this is the character that died a number of times, it's amazing that I didn't die of my own stupidity. I usually died because of Dagwood's horses.
What's amazing to me is that you guys like immediately sided with the clearly evil person and justified it to yourselves over and over and over again, saying clearly she's a nice girl.
She was nice
by
to
the
us.
System.
First off, fuck the system. Second off, look, all of us in that party were like secretly anarchists, okay? It's just our personalities. Like me and Dagwood were in the same party. It's just the status quo is gonna get fucked up a little bit. And when everyone...
No, you don't understand.
When everyone is kind of a dick to us...
forced me to traffic those people.
When everyone is kind of a dick to us, and somebody is actually nice to us for a change, we're gonna give that person the benefit of the doubt. And you know what? They might be doing something evil, but you know what?
Over and over.
Maybe we're gullible.
Yeah.
Maybe I just wanted a mimic in a balloon.
This person gave us a house with all this money that she got from somewhere. That's not suspicious at all.
The amount
we'll
of
take
times
the house.
I've
Thank
said,
you.
Teddy knows since getting in here is too high.
Sorry, what?
Rabid Wombat. The amount of times I've said Teddy knows since getting in here is way too high. What? Do you mean this stream today or just watching me in general? Either could be true.
Maybe it's make-believe.
I mean, I had a character. It wasn't D&D. I think it was Pathfinder. The campaign that I played before the campaign that we all played together with people at the Room Escape that I used to work at, and we were, how to describe our party in that we weren't we were like fully neutral. We were not good by any means. We were not like cruel, but we had our issues. And the character I played was absolutely a dick. I was playing him as a dick. He was like a rabid capitalist kind of dick. And he went everywhere on his mount. And his mount was his pet mimic that had the form of a chair.
Yeah.
And so it was like not quite a throne, but it was a chair with spikes all over it that he just went everywhere sitting on.
That's fun.
It was great. I will always, always, always aim to have the mimic pet. And I told the DM this, just like, hey, so I can have an exotic pet as this class, right? Yeah. Is your magical familiar kind of thing, yeah. What if it's a mimic? Well, that's not really on the list. Hear me out. Chair. I'm listening. And I described it to him. He was like, that's dumb. Yes, you can have that.
Nice.
His entire reasoning for allowing it is just like, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I'm going to change my ideas for this campaign just because that's too good to let go of. You must have this. Like, it's not broken by any means. It'll probably like work not in my favor at some point or another, as most of my plans do. Mm-hmm. But it'll be beautiful comedy as it exists. My loyal steed, a chair.
I imagine it like this rocking horse that I'm currently
coming to see. I'm coming to see. No, it was just like a chair. Just like think of the throne from Game of Thrones, but make it not so exotic.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I think it would also be funny if it was like a rock.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be a fantastic mimic. The legs are just there.
The legs are in fact just there.
That's what I was thinking with the chair. Like, it's got legs. Just today, not even going to try to figure out since I first ever got here. That's fair. That's fair.
How many times did you reincarnate? Monks. Beguile.
So he started off as a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
He was a clown, and then he stopped being a clown, but that's not a reincarnation. That's just him getting emo. Then he died and came back as a halfling.
Mm-hmm.
And by he came back, I don't mean new character. I mean the party revived him, but I had to roll a die to see what race I came back as, and I thought that was great.
Yeah, we had a druid, so reincarnate was a thing.
So I reincarnated, quote unquote, not full life, but just like you come out of a cocoon as something else, as a halfling, and then the short jokes happened, and then I died again because every time Dagwood made horses, I died, and
it was an omen.
And I think that's when I came back as Water Genasi, and I think that was it. I think I only fully died twice. I think. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong.
And then I let you respec every time it happened.
Yes.
And your shit got more and more complicated to the point where Teddy wasn't there for a session and other people had to pilot him. And it took 3 people to read his character sheet and they were still confused.
Here's the fun fact. I didn't know what I was doing either.
Yeah.
Here's also the best part. Liz let me respec every time I died. My specs kept getting worse.
Yeah, by spec I mean I just let him like move around a couple of
It always
points.
got worse.
And then he was like, you know what? I'm a bard. You know what I wanna multi-class into? Blood Hunter.
Yeah.
Because why not? And I was like, you don't meet the minimum requirements to respec into that, but I will give you an in-lore reason for your body to change around during this reincarnation if that's something you want to do. And he said yes. And that happened twice.
And then I could turn into a bear.
And then at one point, Teddy turned into a tiny little bear and hurt himself in his confusion. And everybody said, what the fuck do you mean you attack yourself if there's no one around?
Yes. I don't play D&D to be good. I do not play any such
Teddy's
game.
the opposite of a min-maxer. He's the commit to the bit.
I'm a min-minner.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the worst
Is it
thing
funny?
ever.
Do it.
Yes.
Which is the best kind of player, honestly. I love that for you.
That's most of the way I treat life.
I will say I adjusted quite a bit of things because I was like, there's no way.
I've cleaned a book down here if you want to read about nightly treats. 1 night deboned, 2 bushels of celery, fresh bushel of watercress, handful of onions, pinch of salt, dash of pepper, 4 gallons of hot sauce. And then if you want to see how you're supposed to get the best cuts of your night, there's a little diagram here. Commit to the bit is best style and only style to play. I remember coming back from that and they're all just like, Teddy, what the fuck is your character sheet? There's just things written down everywhere. There's no organization to this.
They looked to me for guidance and I had none.
There's just stuff hidden everywhere. and
to be honest, even I didn't know how you were playing your character. I was like, don't look at me.
Neither did
I just let him be.
I didn't remember where I wrote stuff.
Yeah, we know. We know. They discovered an ability like most of the way through.
I'm like
I don't remember what it was, but they were like, oh my god, I could have done this.
I'm like a squirrel. I just write things down. And then I forget where I put them.
And so does everyone else because you never told them in the first place.
Because I didn't know I had it.
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm in pain.
I distinctly remember somebody being like, how do I effectively use this character? And like zoning out.
You do not effectively use this character.
And then you died again, so.
You just go. You go and you try.
Yeah, if you ever want to cause maximum chaos, implement a house rule where when someone dies and is resurrected, have them roll to see what race they come back as.
It's great. It's so good. Cannot recommend enough.
You can do it as like a patron thing, flavor it however you like. It was a druid, so we had a bunch of like vines cocooning him until next session where there was a grand reveal. And we also had the roll in private, so I knew and Teddy knew, but no one else did.
Yeah. The drama.
The drama.
If you ever...
I also had a few homebrewed races that were implemented into the rolling.
Yeah. If you've watched enough OBG over the years, you've probably heard some of the stories from Dag of things that happen, and I regret nothing.
I'm waiting for the new 5th edition to be fully implemented because I will adjust the things I've made and actually make the PDF that I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I do like having a playable intellect devourer. I think I cooked with that one, as the youth says.
What was the intellect
Faye
devourer
played
again?
it. Intellect devourer, like the brain.
Oh, yeah, the little brain dog.
Yeah, Faye playtested it, and it worked really good.
Brain dog. I remember the brain dogs.
Yeah, brain dog.
Horrifying. Liz made them horrifying.
Yeah, you guys nearly fucking died, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
Traumatized
Hit It
by
Hard
brain dog.
made a brand new character, and lost it. I think that same session to the brain dogs.
I don't think it was the same session, but it was quick.
It was immediate.
It was quick.
It was a barbarian, and that was unfortunate.
Yes. He rolled with it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this
The rest of
happened.
the party survived. And then it's because they were in a cave that also had... that they were hibernating in, kind of, essentially, because they got locked away from their colony by a big rubble cave-in. and their innate magic aura had an effect on the crystals that were growing there, which made the crystals kind of resonating crystals. So if you were too close to them and they got, and like they had like an area of effect kind of attack that did damage to you. If you were in like that radius. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that encounter, Dagwood was like, I want to see how much these were worth. And I was like, sure, yeah, you're smart enough for that. You guys can like appraise them. Realized how much they were worth because they rolled very well. And Dag was like, okay, everybody wait outside. I'm going to take as long as it takes to mine as many of these as possible. We're going to be fucking rich. And he was just screaming and taking damage canonically for hours. Canonically like 12 hours. He was just in there, taking damage, bleeding from his nose, chugging health potions, and mining these crystals. Because he was like, it's time to make money.
Having both me and Dagwood in the same party at the same time is... Liz is some kind of saint or monster for being able to put up with that. Just that alone. Just like... Dag will find ways to do things.
Yeah.
And I will not think. I will just go. Put those two things together, and I will fight Dagwood in a rock.
Yeah.
Our characters fought. We kind of, sort of, almost made up in a way-ish. He was possessed by a dagger. He got possessed by something else. I was dumb.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff that happened.
It was great. And Dag kept mentioning to me outside of the game of just like, I want you to know, like, I'm not actually upset with you with the things, but like, this is what my character would do and stuff, and I love the way that you're doing this. And I'm just like, I know, it's fine. It's a game. I'm gonna punch you in the face. We're going. It's great.
Hi, Silver.
Hey, Silver, welcome in. We've somehow found our way onto the topic of old D&D stories.
Yeah. Oh, I want to start D&D up again, even though I know we tried. And then that kind of fell through.
It's tough. It's tough to get people's schedules together.
Because I got the Candlekeep expansion.
Yay.
Module.
Yay.
And I really want to run it. And I still haven't run it. And I tried 2 separate times.
Oh, no.
This is so sad.
I'm sure I would find a way to break it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Not in any kind of min-maxy way, but in a Teddy, why kind of way.
No plan survives the human experience.
Peer pressure Dan into be a grumpy old cleric. I don't know, maybe? Has Dan played D&D?
I assume so. He
I don't
seems
think
like
I've
the
ever.
type.
I don't think I've ever heard him talk about it. I don't know if he has or not.
I'm pretty sure he has.
I don't think he would survive me.
No, that's a separate beast. That's different than just playing D&D, you know?
Playing D&D is
in
one
the
thing.
best possible way. It's very different.
Playing D&D is one thing. Playing D&D with Teddy, that is not for the faint of heart. Or the people easily annoyed by stupidity. Because I will play dumb. Playing dumb is fun. Those of you who have watched the stream, you know full well. That is my content. half of chat right now is probably going, but Teddy, aren't you actually dumb? To which I respond, I graduated with honors from every school I've ever been to.
So yes. Yes is the answer to that question.
In a very specific kind of way. I'm the smart kind of dumb. We all know the smart kind of dumb. You know things. You understand things. Why did you do that? Well, because I could. Thought more about if they could. They didn't think if they should. That's me. Takes talent to act this dumb. Exactly. Goofy, not dumb. There's a Venn diagram to be made.
That Venn diagram is a circle.
In the case of me, maybe. In the case of ye old Beguile, absolutely. That boy was not smart. Boy.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That boy had problems. Ooh, more donkey
fun,
texts. Oh yeah, I loved him. I mean, am I the richest donkey in the world? I think I might be. Donkey is still learning that this is all real gold. Okay, there's King Midas. He'll be number 1. He only has to touch something to add a 0 to his numbers. True, fair. Can't enjoy a donut, though.
How does Midas eat? Is it
But
only
I'm
his
definitely
hands?
number 2. I think in the story, I think that's one of the problems, is, like, trying to figure out how he can eat. I'm the number
I've never
2
read the
richest
original.
donkey in the world. God damn it, donkey. Like, I think he tries to eat something and he picks it up with his hands. So I don't know if utensils are the way to go, or if it is just like it would turn to gold as soon as it's in his mouth.
That was my question.
I think it might depend on the version of the story.
Because that would be a very, very short story.
It starves to death, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like the consequences are immediately dire. Like, hey, you can't eat. You can't touch your family. Like, he immediately realizes, oh shit, I cannot eat. Oh shit, I have turned my family to gold. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. If only rich
Okay, I
people
hope you guys
consequences were
won't mind
actually
if
that
I
fast.
skip the guilty gear. I need to remove guilty gear. Some tracks are good, but most of the tracks are just what the fuck.
I don't even remember any of how the songs go.
It's that, yeah. It's butt rock.
It is. It is a specific type of music which is great at specific times. Powerwash, maybe not the time. Powerwash is chill. Powerwash is zen.
Not even that, like, I don't mind butt rock, but, like, that's not good.
If he could get an intravenous needle in place, it would turn to gold. Could he sustain himself through fluids, or with his veins just filled with gold too? I think his veins are just filled with gold. I think the needle would turn to gold, and then it wouldn't inject properly. Midas is fucked. Midas is gonna die.
Yes.
Unless the story is
Remember
very
the Tomb
tame to
Raider?
him.
The Tomb Raider bit?
The Tomb Raider bit?
Yeah, one of the Tomb Raiders, there's a statue of Midas. And if you stand on it, Lara turns to gold and you get a game over.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's like a giant hand
Huh.
that like fell off the big statue. And if you stand on it, that's it.
Neat.
There's like a cutscene of her turning to gold.
That's a neat touch. I don't think I ever knew about this. This is one of the old ones, right?
I think it's one of like the mid-range ones.
Oh.
Not super old, but like the graphics are definitely dated, like Angel
Yeah.
of Darkness type graphics.
Yeah. Not new Lara Croft, but not boobs that can cut
Original.
glass.
Yeah.
Lara Croft.
Yeah.
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 They gave her a bra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we make fun of triangle boobs, but it's better than square boobs, you know? And the graphics of the time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't have the experience with either, so I don't know.
It's like when people try to give Minecraft characters boobs and they're blocked. They're blocks.
Oh no.
Like, it would look bad. Especially with how big hers were, triangles were the only way to go.
Yeah. If Midas took a shower, would parts of
Looks like it
himself
was
turn to
Tomb
gold?
Raider 1. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of like the remastered cutscene.
Oh. Midas wouldn't turn himself to gold. Because he has to suffer. And that would take away bits of the suffering. Also because that would just be, like, he would just instantly turn to gold, because you're always, at some point, touching yourself. Not like that, chat. Not like that. No.
Some people have a problem, Teddy.
I'm pretty sure Midas did not have the thigh gap. So he's always touching himself at some point. His legs touch each other. Oop. Done. Gold.
Tomb Raider or Anniversary? I think I might be thinking of Anniversary then, because I definitely remember, like, okay graphic. But it might have been both. Hypersexuality is a real and prevalent problem. Yep. Hypersexuality is, and I take it back to things that are slightly depressing, a very valid and frequent trauma response, and there's a lot of trauma. We are in the age of hypersexuality. You're right.
I know, I know this is a serious topic,
Yeah.
but my mind just keeps going hypersex.
Like hyperdrive?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the only response to have to it. Hypersex. Nice. And I'm just like, this is a serious topic. I shouldn't say that, but hypersex
But
sounds
you know what?
funny.
We're live, so say it.
Not to diminish the topic, not to make light of any actual real world problems, but hypersex. It sounds like a goal, you know?
It does.
Hypersex would probably be great. Unless to turn things around, unless it's a King Midas situation where the sex is too hyper and now you're cursed.
What?
If the sex is too hyper
Yeah.
in the hypersex, that would be a curse.
How is this related to King Midas?
Because he got what he wanted and it was a curse.
Oh, just in
You
the
get-
sense of talking about curses.
Yeah, they're just like, you get to have your gold, but you will always turn things to gold, and that is a curse in ways that you didn't expect. Whereas hypersex sounds great because, wow, hypersex, this sounds like sci-fi. And then you realize, chafing.
Like eating fey food.
Normal things will ever never satisfy. No, I'm thinking more like chafing. Like you will hypersex your, like your dick will fall off. Just gone. Shoot it across the room like a Voltron punch.
Like a Voltron punch.
Yeah. Rocket fists. Only a penis. That'd be horrifying. Next thing you know, it's across the room. You're freaking out. Partner's freaking out. Trying to catch it. Feel like a net. Can't catch it because it's hypersexed. There's a horror story in here.
I'm just letting you finish.
When dealing with hypersex, that's probably what you're supposed to do.
I haven't had anything to say in a while.
It shoots across the room and then it returns. Oh, man. Shouldn't be allowed to speak sometimes.
Sometimes you have what we call inside thought.
My brain works in mysterious ways. I don't fully understand it. But it's there.
Mm-hmm. It's on.
It's on. It's moving. It's going. Removable anatomy? Yes, please.
Right,
Like
you guys
the-
heard the song Detachable Penis?
Yeah.
That's a real song.
That's
Good.
what. That's the thing that, like, that's one of the things that spurned this in my head. Just
Yep.
like, detachable, it gets to be like that. Reiterate your Teddy no statement. Teddy, yes.
Teddy, no.
You put it down and lose it? Yeah. You gotta remember where you put it.
That's the premise of the song.
I think I've only ever heard the song once. I just remember the name of it.
See, I've heard it many times because Marisha Ray of Critical Role fame has a Spotify account.
Ah.
And in that Spotify account, there's a playlist that she called Sausage Party. And it's just songs about dicks. And I
Nice.
have that playlist saved.
Nice. Teddy go, Teddy do. Exactly. Now, here's the next question in this world that we have created with detachable penises.
Yeah.
Would it be mix and matchable with other people? Would it be compatible?
That would open up a whole new market.
Because then, oh my
You could
god,
rent your penis.
the trans market would be perfect. I will sell you this, and then I no longer have it, and you can have it.
But then wouldn't you then have nothing in return?
Well, no, you swap.
But you're saying the trans market.
Yeah.
But do you
So like
pull out the other parts?
the trans man and the trans woman, just like they swap. It'd be perfect.
I mean, yeah, if it like clicks, if everything clicks on and off like Legos, yes. But if it's only penises that are detachable, that would be unfair.
No, that's why I'm saying, would it work? Would everyone be compatible? Because then
I don't know if everybody would be compatible because it's different like hardware.
Right, but we're talking
Like, it
we're talking this
installs
fantasy world
differently.
of detachable penises. So why not?
Yeah, but you're talking about an external plug-in versus an internal plug-in. That would still require a socket change.
There's a way to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
I just want trans people to have an easier time.
I
That's all.
understand. I understand.
That's all. It's like you get this, we get this, we swap. Great.
Socket emoji.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I like this world. I like this world that has been created. There's hypersex, and trans rights are just the norm, and you get to swap things. It's perfect. This is the dream world that I want to live in.
The dream world everyone wants to live in.
Right?
Why is this chest not openable, but the other one is?
I know. It's dick.
It's dick. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe only one of them is a mimic, and the one you can open is the mimic, and you're telling it to open wide. Dentistry.
I suppose. It's a little sad that you can't get stuck in it, though. If it's a mimic.
Well, it's not hungry. It's well cared for. It's well fed. It's like when you're hanging out with a lion or a tiger at the zoo.
No.
Like one of the good zoos.
No.
Where like it's...
You still don't want to hang out with them.
Why
You
not?
still don't want to hang out with them.
If they are well fed and happy, they won't eat you.
Uh-huh. I was watching, this was a while back, when Twitch streamer Maya, who owns an animal sanctuary called Alveus, went to a different sanctuary to stream and to fundraise for them. And it was a wolf sanctuary, where they actually breed and release to help upkeep the wolf population that was nearly wiped out. They have a whole, like, forested area sectioned off for them.
Right.
And they barely interact with the wolves, only to do, like, vet checks and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's more risky to hang out with, yeah.
Yeah, they make sure not to pet them and to just do the vet check without any kind of coddling, because it keeps the wolves have a neutral to slightly aggressive relationship with humans, which helps them in the wild.
Yeah, because you don't want to
remain self-sufficient.
Yeah, you absolutely don't want to release them into the wild with like a people are great mentality, because that's gonna go bad.
Yeah. That was really interesting to see. They did like a vet check. They did have to put blinders on the wolf because there were like people and cameras around.
Yeah.
So that would be like scary for them.
Absolutely.
But overall, like the vet check was really, really interesting. The way that they like put the wolf like on the table and it trusted them enough to sit there, but it didn't like it. And they were able to do everything and do all the checks and like open its mouth and stuff.
Same goes for deer, bear, and any other. Oh yeah. If it's an animal that's in the wild, like that's why you can't hug the manatee back.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
That's why.
Absolutely not.
That's why you are legally not allowed to hug the manatee back, even if they are hugging you, which they will.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most heartbreaking things of this world. There's this animal that's just gonna come up to you, and it's big and squishy, and it doesn't know things, it doesn't know math, and it'll come up and it'll just hug you because it doesn't know what fear is, and you can't hug it back because it is not allowed.
Then you reinforce the fact that there's no fear.
Yeah.
And then someone with bad intentions is going to come along.
Or it'll be like
and that's
people...
the worst.
Or not even people with bad intentions, it'll be like people are great, and then it'll go after people, and then it'll hit a propeller of a boat.
Yeah, that too. It's two ways that could go. Neither of them are good.
Yeah. So you can't hug the manatee no matter how much you want to.
Yeah.
No matter how much it wants you to.
Yeah. Wildlife preservation trumps wanting to hug a cuddly creature.
Hugs are the devil, yes. An absolute idiot feeding a bear from a bag. Oh, unsurprisingly it charged him. Yep.
Yeah. I remember I knew this girl, and I went to like her parents' cabin for the summer, and a bear came up looking for food. And literally, her mom just went, not again, and like chased it off with a flip-flop.
Uncle of the bear?
Yeah, literally. The bear was like, okay. The bear knew. It saw the flip-flop and it knew.
I love when a massive bear is scared off by things like that.
Yeah,
Like,
or like
by-
a house cat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh shit,
Because a
this thing's
house
coming after me.
cat doesn't have the fear either.
Yeah.
And it's much smaller, but has a lot more capability to hurt the bear than the bear initially thinks.
Bear's like, what the fuck is this thing doing? Whoa!
Oh god, it hurts me in the face.
Oh, it's got little claws. Oh shit. Oh, get out of here. Because the bear just wants an easy meal. The bear's not looking to, like, get into it. The bear will absolutely fuck you up in a fight, but it's not looking to get into a fight.
Yeah, of course.
So half the time it's just like, oh shit, it's fighting back.
At the
And,
time,
oh,
you just
I'm outta
gotta,
here.
like, run and yell, and the bear's like, okay, fine, Jesus Christ.
So an ex of mine is from Florida, and they get bears around where they are. And
Yeah.
the actual, like, survival guide tactic for the bears in that area, like, don't do this with every kind of bear, but for this area's bear,
Is it brown? Brown
I don't
bears?
remember. I don't remember which. It's the ones you'd find in Florida, in, like, suburban area.
Okay. Helpful.
Like, that should narrow it down.
Uh-huh.
Google. But the actual, like, survival guide tactic for this bear is to just get real big, spread your arms out wide, and I quote, yell, "Get bear, get."
Brown bears.
And the bear will leave.
Brown bears.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that shit to a polar bear. You don't want to do that shit to a black bear.
No.
No. Black bear will absolutely chase you up a tree. Black bears are very, very, like...
Yes.
They're smaller, but they're vicious.
Yes.
And polar bears do not give a fuck. They'll just sideswipe you because they feel like it. They
Yeah.
don't even want to eat you.
Well, you're not really going to find
And
wild polar bears in Florida,
They will
so...
eviscerate you. Yeah. Well, polar bears are coming further and further south.
This is
because
very
of global
true.
warming.
This is very true.
So they actually warn people in, like, the Northwestern Territories and stuff about polar bears.
They're mating.
They're just looking for a meal, and they will take your organs out
They're mating with the
because you
grizzlies.
were in the way.
Yeah. Growler bears. Or pizzlies.
Pizzlies.
The naming of it depends on which is the father and which is the mother. And I
Yeah.
forget which way is which, but you either get a growler bear or a pizzly. Fact of the day. I'm gonna pet that dog. Yes!
I'm gonna pet that dog.
Pet that
I'll
Pet
pet
that
that
dog.
dog.
dog. Pet that
You gonna pet that dog? Any bear that's been fed by humans has to be put down for everyone's benefit. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. Physically impossible for a house cat to actually injure a bear or just being sporting and encouraging their hunting skills. I think it's more along the lines of, like, if a cockroach attacks you, which I've had happen,
Yeah.
your initial response is not going to be to fight it back. Your initial response
You scream and run.
is go, the fuck is this? I don't think I could ever replicate the noise that came out of me when I tried to kill a cockroach and it fought back and landed on me. Like,
Yeah.
landed on my chest and looked at me. And the noise I made, something along the lines of, but louder and worse. How did I get up here?
Ladder?
I walked forward and the ladder
Ladder collision.
took me sideways.
Yeah, it does that.
Just-
Also, a cat can
Oh.
absolutely hurt a bear. Just for reference.
They got little claws.
Maybe not through the hide, but it could definitely take a claw to the eye, blind the bear.
The Arctic
Easily.
and Antarctic
Easily.
mean bear and no bear, yes. It is literally the bear circle. And opposite bear circle. No bear circle.
Yes or no?
did it again.
Are you what? What did you?
Watch. I walk forward and then whoop.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Congratulations, you're using a ladder.
But I'm not trying to. I'm not facing the ladder. It's catching me sideways.
Bears don't really guard their weak points too much. They just go.
Because they don't have to, because they're big.
Yeah, they don't really...
They don't know defense.
From what I've seen of bears, if they miss that first bite, it's over.
Bears don't need to know defense. They don't have a tactic for that. Bears just like, I big, I get thing. I no get thing? No understand. Thing come after me? What? No, leave.
Which is why the flip-flop works.
Mm-hmm. This thing does
the
not...
bear's looking for an easy meal. As soon as you start screaming,
yeah,
they go, oh, that's loud. Oh, that's loud. I don't want to be here. Hilariously.
This is far less easy than anticipated.
I'm gonna go fish, damn.
It's like the Great Wall of China. Like, the wall didn't...
Scalable, but a deterrent.
Yeah, like, the wall doesn't actually stop anything. But the Mongols were like, this is annoying. Like, a wall is not gonna stop the fucking Mongols, okay? They're the Mongols.
Yep.
But it was mildly annoying, and they were like, hey, there's easier places to raid. Let's go hit the easier places. Done. So it's like that. Does this mean that the Mongols are bears? If we do a fantasy world with like furry type characters, would the Mongols be bears?
Wasn't there already something like that? And I don't remember the name of the fantasy book series. But there was like the bear character and stuff.
Maybe. Teddy, I love your mind. What?
It was like a series of animals. It wasn't just bears.
I am now also thinking of just like furry Mulan.
No.
To defeat the bears. The Huns and the Mongols, not necessarily the same thing. However, Mulan.
However, Great Wall of China has been mentioned.
Yeah.
Therefore, Mulan.
I'm taking some leaps.
Some bounds.
Because now the song is in my head.
Which one?
Let's get down to business.
That's
To defeat a bear.
the one.
Oh no, it got worse in my head.
How?
I know
How did
some.
it get worse?
I wanna take. I need to take this to. I need to take this to some drag friends that I know. I'll make a bear out of you. I know some drag queens that'll very much appreciate that.
Nice.
Golden Compass, that has a bear in it.
Yep, it does.
Mulan is a ferret trying to join the otter army. Oh. That also goes with the bear statement because a young bear who is not that big is called an otter. I have created in my mind drag furry Mulan. And I am...
And we all thank you for it.
I am so proud of myself for it. Also the gay community. Like I said, I just drag queen friends of mine who would have loved this. I puppeteered in a drag queen music video. If you look up Paige Turner, which is a fantastic drag name, by the way.
Yeah.
Paige Turner, Grinder Connection. I puppeteer in that music video.
Nice.
Now make it a reality. I have the means. I would need to get in contact with some people. I miss Paige. I haven't been to one of her shows in a long while. Pandemic kind of stopped me from having a life.
Yeah,
And
I think
I
that
still
happens to a
haven't-
lot of people.
I still haven't rebuilt it. I need to get back in touch with people. I need to hang out with drag queens again.
What is a gallery wall decoration? Gallery arch wall decoration. Oh, these? Yeah. Which one are you glowing? All the way on the other side.
Gallery
You.
art wall.
Got it.
There. There.
Out here.
There's one.
It's all 4 of these. Oh god. All 4 of those. On the outside. Teddy. On
There
the
might be stuff on the
Here.
inside.
They're glowing. They're glowing.
Oh, I see them.
Yeah.
I
It's like in the fire. You have to like go in the fire with the water. You see those? Those are the spots I
Got
missed.
'em.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
I'm doing it. Parkour. Parkour. Parkour.
All right, Silver, have a good night.
Enjoy your evening. Get your rest. May you create worlds beyond compare.
Oh my god, please.
I will someday create Drag Furry Merlon. This is a dream of mine now. I didn't finish the golden egg.
Did you not?
I did not. I missed a bit. This doesn't open, does it? No, it doesn't have a thing.
Hot chains, neither of which are cleaned.
If Drag Furry Mulan doesn't already exist somewhere, you'll be shocked. I don't know. This could be the genesis of the idea. This could be
Sometimes
it.
you have ideas and they don't exist yet.
This could be the first moment.
Where's the golden egg? There it is.
Right there. It's done.
It's done.
Job's
so
done.
everything's done?
Yeah, job's done.
Oh, I didn't get the notification that job's done.
Oh,
So I can't see us clean it. Oh, there it is.
there you go.
Oh, it only shows us today's progress with the floor already clean.
Did it? I thought...
On my end, the gold was already cleaned.
Oh.
Yeah, because I loaded the dirt in.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I was the host.
Oh well.
That means
well.
Shrek is done.
Shrek is done.
Shrek is done. We did the swamp. We did Duloc. Interesting that it shows the swamp first when Duloc was where it dropped us first.
Mm-hmm.
Potion Factory, Honeymoon Hideaway, Dragon's Lair. There's no order to these. What?
No, there
These are
isn't an
not-
order.
These are
It's
not in
completely
order.
out of order.
These are not in order at all. The heck?
Ugh.
So
God
where
damn it, Powerwash.
Where
Get your shit together.
where should we drop next? Because I still have
It's
so
up
many
to you.
things.
I'll clean whatever you need me to clean.
Oh man. Let's see.
I mean, we talked about Tomb Raider earlier. Do you want to do that deal?
You know what? I haven't touched the Tomb Raider DLC at all. We can pop in there. Sure. Visit the world of Tomb Raider and watch Lara Croft's manor. It is the entire manor,
Cosplay as Lara Croft's servant. It's like
basically.
you're in the game.
Basically. What was the butler's name?
I don't remember.
Winston.
Oh.
Because he's the one that's given us the job. I've been requested by my esteemed employer, Miss Lara Croft, to commission a cleaner for the exterior of her residence, Croft Manor, and have acquired your details from a mutual friend. She is soon
Didn't
to
think you could do it? That's embarrassing.
Wow. She is soon to host a charity fundraiser for an artifact repatriation and wishes for the manor to be looking tip-top for all of her esteemed international guests. As you'll no doubt discover from the odd-buffed brick here and there, I have attempted the task myself, but to no avail. It is simply beyond my advancing years. Please note, the roof has only recently been retiled and won't require any of your attention. Miss Croft is currently recuperating in Egypt after being set upon, but will be back soon to give your handiwork the once-over. Any players who do not have this job will be kicked from the session. Do you have Tomb Raider?
Do you think I have Tomb Raider?
I'm going to take that as a yes.
The thing is, I've completed Powerwash 100%. I've done all the job. I've done all of them, Teddy.
Bleh.
Blah. I'm gonna get started on the fountain.
Door!
The big fountain.
I trust you have everything you need to begin your work, and I'll be sure to furnish you with tea and biscuits just as soon as I escape a minor predicament. Are you locked in the freezer, Winston?
That would be funny.
It's nothing to worry about, by the way. Was it the freezer that you could lock him in? There's something that you could lock him in. And yeah, I remember that. Yeah. He will follow you around in the original game. Miss Croft likes to set these challenges from time to time, otherwise one can get rather dull. Did you get stuck in a challenge?
I think she locked him in the freezer before she left.
That would be an amazing thing to reference if that is exactly what they're saying here.
Fairly certain it is.
That's fantastic. Good job, Powerwash devs. It's just one of those video game story time things of just like, hey, did you know you can do this? And then everybody just did it and didn't really, not everybody needed to be told. And it kind of just went by word of mouth if you did.
It was before Video Game Journal.
It was before IGN, yeah. You didn't do the GameSpot guide of, here's how you can stick him in the freezer.
5 Easter eggs you didn't know were in Tomb Raider.
5 Easter eggs the game blatantly told you, but we're going to pretend that you didn't find. That is 99% of those articles.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did
They
you
have
know?
to feel like they're accomplishing something.
Did you know in this game there's a thing blatantly in front of your face that says this is a reference to this old game?
Okay.
Be like 10 things you didn't know about Lara Croft. Number 3 will be she has a butler.
Did you know that she's actually rich?
Yeah. The number 1 fact you probably didn't know about Lara Croft. She's
if
a
you
woman.
weren't paying attention, you might not know that her parents died in horrible circumstances. I need a ladder. There is no ladder. There is scaffolding, though.
Either that or number 1 will just flat out be a spoiler for the end of the game.
Oh, for sure.
It's one
That's
or
a
the other.
given.
It's
That's a
one or the
given.
other. It's either something blatantly obvious or it's a full-on spoiler. Did you know at
How
the
did I
end of the
fuck
game?
this up? Oh my god.
What did you do? What are you doing? What is happening?
I'm trying to get up on top of this stupid fish so that I can clean it. There we go. Finally, I missed. I missed the first time.
I had to spray its mouth. It was there.
Yep, yep.
The world is my canvas. And
The world is your canvas.
by the world, I mean this wall.
And put a deck on it.
No. Close, but no.
I was gonna say that sounded real defensive.
Banana.
Banana.
There's no banana wall. I've done it. Art.
Congrats.
Some may know me as Banksy. A friend of mine worked for Banksy once. He did some like art installation a number of years ago, and there was like the Grim Reaper in a little bumper car thing that you'd find at like the fair.
Yeah.
And there was an accordion player hanging out in the room with the Grim Reaper in the bumper car. And my friend was the accordion player.
Nice. That's fun.
His resume is wild.
I don't doubt that.
He did that.
How do you put that on a resume?
Banksy art exhibition. Literally. He did that. He did accordion for some postmodern jukebox songs. And I met him working on Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, fun.
Went to see his band when he was playing at a bar not far from my old apartment.
Mm-hmm.
This was ages ago. In the
How
before
long
times.
ago? Tell us, Grandpa.
I mean, it was before the pandemic, so it was the before times.
The before times.
It was when I went outside.
No date required, just the before times.
Yeah. I'm old. I don't remember when things happened. I can't give you a date. It'll just be like, back in the 20s. Or the 1920s. I've just realized that I had to clarify because it is now currently the 20s.
The 20s, yeah.
Back in the 20th century.
Someone asked me what year I was born in, and I told them, and they said, oh, the late...
You cut out, but I know what the end of that sentence was.
Yeah,
The late 1900s.
the late 1900s.
The 20s were a terrible time. The 1920s or 2020s? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Chat
Yep.
time is cyclical.
I'm not looking forward to the 30s.
No one is.
They're really not.
That's the thing is, no one is.
Really not right now. Way too similar. Or just
Time
no.
is this circle.
Oh
And
boy.
unfortunately, it's a much smaller circle than we originally believed.
Although, you know,
Mm.
this is going to be one of the worst jokes I've ever made in my life.
Oh, you were leading into a joke.
This is if we're taking this into a joke, and it's going to be brace yourself.
Yeah.
Although, in like 70 years, that means, man, no one is ever going to have a spray tan again. Told you. I told you. It was not a good one.
No.
No.
There was an attempt.
I had to say it. I had to say it.
I remember somebody was shaving their whole like mustache beard combo.
Mm-hmm. I can tell where this is going already.
Yeah, they thought it would be really funny to do it in like bits and take photos.
Yep.
And they got to the worst possible moment before their fucking thing broke.
Oh no.
Yeah. Their shaver. They were using like an electrical one.
Ooh.
And they had to go out in public to get that fixed.
Oh no.
They had to go out in public. And this was before masks were like a thing.
Did they not have just
No.
a non-electric razor to use as a backup?
Apparently not.
How?
Some men only have an electrical razor and that's it. Because they don't think ahead. They just think, I have this. Why would I need anything else?
I don't think ahead and I
Because
have a
they
straight
don't-
razor.
Yeah, but they don't plan for failure. This goes back to the confidence that we were talking about earlier that some people have for
Oh,
no
that's
fucking
true.
reason.
That's true.
They just don't plan for failure.
Like, gentlemen in the audience, those of you who are of the beard-growing persuasion, make sure that you have... It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be great. Just make sure you have a non-electric razor as well as your electric one, if you use an electric one, as a backup in case your electric one runs out of battery and you can't charge it in time.
I will also say it also speaks volumes that he had no one he thought himself close enough to like text to bring him a disposable razor. I will say that.
I mean,
He was one text message away from not having to go outside like that.
That falls into... that falls into the not thinking ahead thing of just not thinking of the obvious answer. I can't fault him so much on that one, because sometimes you just
what
like
the fuck?
you don't think to call for help. As someone who has been raised male, you're kind of taught to not ask for help, and so you don't usually think of it as the first option or the second or the ever option of just like, hey, I could get someone to help me with this. Sometimes that thought does not cross your mind at all.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
There is also the
It's
possibility.
bad, but it's fair.
There is also the possibility that
That he did ask for help and people said no.
no, there's the possibility that he didn't ask for help because then he would have to explain the situation to his friends and they would just make him go out in public for the fun of it.
But then the thing is, if you were scared of your friends making fun of you, why post it online?
May I remind you of the not thinking ahead bit?
I'm just saying, like, there were so many things. There's so many things that happened that did not need to happen.
I am lucky in the fun fact about Teddy's beard. My mustache does not grow all together as one thing. It grows as two sides. So like the handlebar mustache that you see me put on a lot is actually pretty accurate. It doesn't grow right in the middle. It is two separate ends. So there is no full connection in the middle. So
this would never happen to you.
I could never, even if I tried, I could never have that mustache.
Mm-hmm.
It is physically impossible for me to have that mustache. It would be weird, two little lines instead of one.
Oh, the pause mustache.
Yes, it would be the pause sign. The worst part is I was about to say an equal sign turned on its side.
Teddy.
May I remind you of the not thinking ahead bit?
An equal sign turned on its side, guys. To be fair, math predates media, so that checks out.
I'm old. Back in my day, you couldn't pause videos. You had to roll the
it's
film
an
and somebody...
online game.
You had to roll the film and somebody on a piano would give soundtrack. And then a train came at us in the theater. We freaked out.
I'm once again now thinking of Taskmaster. The foliage artist challenge.
Do I remember that one? Which one was that?
It was a team challenge where Alex filmed like a short video and they had to do all the sounds in real time while watching it.
I know I've seen this one.
I don't remember what season.
I can like see it in my head, but I can't see who it was.
Me neither, is the thing. Was it Richard Herring?
I don't know.
It might have been Richard Herring.
Yes, Tonamel. Exactly that. That would be my mustache if I ever tried to do that. Because anyone who can do that tries at some point.
Why?
It's because
Why?
Because they can. Not to like go out in public as it, but when you're doing stuff with you, when you're doing the thing of like, I'm going to take funny pictures with my mustache, not even taking funny, because you don't always take funny pictures when you do this with your mustache or your beard. You just do the thing and you just shave it into ridiculous shapes because you're just going to shave it off anyway. And so you're like,
I guess it's never crossed my mind to attempt to look like a dictator for fun.
yeah, it's just a famous mustache style. And people are like, let me see if I could do this. And then they're either like, funny joke, or horrified at the results. Hopefully the latter. Hopefully they're like...
Hopefully the latter.
Hopefully they're like, yeah, this is, no, bad idea. Which is... Thankfully, most of the people that I know who have done that are just like, yeah, and I did this, and I did this, and I did this. Bad idea. It's always how that story goes. Like, I tried the handlebar mustache, and I did this, and I did this, and I did a goatee, and then I shaved it smaller. Bad idea. And then I shaved it off entirely.
At least it's not like thinking ahead of time, I'm going to try and do that specific stash.
Yeah, no, it's just
You know?
you're shaving, and you decide, like, what if I shave just the chin, and I have the handies? And what if I do this? What if I do this? Like, not to keep it, because you don't want to keep it. Like, I do... Like, when I shave, I'll shave down to just the mustache and be like, this is the cop stash. Do I have a cop look for TV right now? And, like, I've used that for jobs before. Because actor, hi. And every time I do it, I'm just like, I'm not keeping this. I look like a cop. No. This is terrible.
I remember when Julian Solomita shaved to just have the mustache. And his Twitch chat bullied him by telling him he looked like the pedophile from A Lovely Bone. Because he had the glasses. And he had no idea like what that meant. People were just saying Lovely Bones, Keck W in his chat.
Oh, no.
And then one day he caved and watched it. And then he came back to stream with no mustache.
Yep. I like bullying my technical director at the studio that I freelance for sometimes. Because he shaved down to just a cop stash, and he's kept it that way. And there's no way that anyone is going to mistake him for a cop, because he is one of the most, like, punk kids you would ever see.
Yeah.
And, like, if you talk to him, it is very clearly, like, this man will never be and will never respect the police. So, like, you're safe, you're fine.
Yeah.
But anytime I see him, I'm just like, still got the cop stash? You still got that? Fuck you doing?
Chad, ever since we talked about spicy pickle chips, I've been thinking about the spicy pickle chips in my kitchen. And the fact that I also have onion dip.
How dare you?
I'm gonna have such a feast after this stream.
How dare?
I'm like waiting, you know?
How just the audacity.
I was gonna say the worst time for people to be trying out, and these are people that deserve it because they go in with the mentality of, I think it's funny to try and have that mustache.
Brought it on
Is
yourself.
when they use a Sharpie and then they find out it's permanent.
Oh God.
Those are the ones
Yeah.
where I'm like zero sympathy at any point.
Yeah.
Because you thought that shit was funny, huh?
You did a dumb.
Oh yeah, chat didn't talk about spicy pickle chips. I'm aware. I'm saying ever since we talked about spicy pickle chips. We talked about different chip flavors and I brought them up. I know.
Liz understands that she was her own undoing here. Unfortunately, I now want onion dip.
Surprisingly, the Ruffles onion dip is very good.
No.
Usually
what you
I don't like big chip brand like salsas and big chip brand sauces. But this onion dip is so good.
Is it better than just getting an onion soup mix packet and throwing it in a thing of sour cream?
I've never tried that. Because
my
I've had
God.
this onion dip.
I grew up with the onion dip that was just a packet of onion soup mix and an entire container of sour cream mixed together. And that is my favorite sour cream and onion dip because it's just
I will have to do that.
oh, and I haven't had it in ages because for the very specific reason I will have too much of it.
Yeah.
Because it is sour
it's
cream.
a soup packet mix, so that's got MSG in it, so you're good.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh no. No.
What?
No. No.
What?
Oh no.
What did you do?
I need to get an onion soup packet. I need to get a thing of sour cream. And
You just need to eat that.
No. I have a thing of MSG.
Yeah.
And now I want to take the onion soup mix and the sour cream and mix them together as the usual onion dip that I will eat too much of because I am lactose intolerant and I will eat too much of it because it is too good, which is why I haven't had it in so long. But now I will take that and I will add MSG to it and it will have more MSG than usual and it will be amazing. It'll be decadent and I will die.
You can try that, but too much MSG actually ruins things.
Too much anything will ruin things and your body and your mind and your taste and your soul.
Yeah.
But I have to try.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
must find the limits.
That's fair.
I
I've
must-
never bought soup mix in my life.
I must go further beyond.
I have to figure out where I can even find a soup mix.
As a dill dip that no one's been able to recreate? Ooh, that sounds good.
I assume it'll be like near the canned soups.
Yeah, it should
I've
be.
never bought one of those. My mom has. We used to go to Bulk Barn a lot. And they have just like big tubs of different soup mixes.
I would assume so with a name like Bulk Barn.
You can get anything there. You can get anything.
I would assume so with a name like Bulk Barn.
And it's so much cheaper than the grocery.
I would assume so with a name like Bulk Barn.
Yeah. I
Sounds
wish
like a
that they
magical place.
had one closer to me because I don't like taking the TTC. And they have one down on Young and College, which is notoriously one of the shittiest fucking TTC stops imaginable.
Uh-oh.
People get like
Stabbed?
no. Well, yes, but
Yes, but
they
that's not
get
what
you
we're
from
talking about.
behind by using like a wire and hooking you around the neck.
I'm sorry. What?
Like people will walk up to you and from behind they'll like
They'll garrot you?
wrap a wire around your neck to drag you into a corner.
They'll garrot you, is what you're saying.
If that's the term for it, yeah.
I mean, garrot is usually a razor wire to, like, kill you with, but it's same basic principle.
Yeah. There's like a meme here that'll happen to you at college.
Jesus.
People make jokes about it on TikTok.
God damn. All right. Well, okay.
Did you see? I don't like using it, you know?
That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, I don't really get onion soup mix. I don't get soup mix in general either. The only soup mix that I ever buy is the onion soup mix, specifically for that
You
dip.
cut out so heavily.
I do not often purchase soup mix, except for the onion soup mix for specifically that dip.
Oh, okay.
It's too good. It's too good. It's dangerous. It's me with sour cream, and I like it too much. It's no. It's good, but then it's bad.
Yeah, I have a dip mix that I buy that makes like the garlic pizza dip.
Maybe,
So
probably. You mean
yeah.
like the garlic dip
Like
that comes with
creamy
pizza
garlic.
sometimes?
Yeah, creamy garlic.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
So they make like a pre-mix of that, and you just mix it with either yogurt or sour cream, and that's so good. I really like mixing it with some Greek yogurt because it makes like a firmer, like creamier dip.
Desire this now. Garlic. I enjoy garlic. I'm a wee bit of a Wario. Why?
I mean, most people like garlic.
I mean, when I say I'm a wee bit of a Wario, that means a bit more than just liking garlic.
Yeah.
That means, like, if you hand it to me raw, I will probably eat it. I will be like,
That's
garlic.
unfortunate.
I've done it.
I
Done it
understand baked garlic.
multiple
But
times.
raw garlic?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, the like, cooked is better, obviously. But it's given to me. It's like, hey, eat this. I'm like, okay.
That sounds like
Wow.
depression food.
Sounds like Wario. Well, I mean, that's been my life, so sure. I don't know how to respond to that other than that's been my experience for a number of decades. So, okay.
It's like how some people make like cheese and jam sandwiches for dinner. Like it sounds like that kind of food.
Oh. Yeah. Just a cheese and mayonnaise sandwich and you don't even like toast it or anything? Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Let's not tell Liz how many of those I've had in my life.
I've never done that in my life.
It's sad and it's bland.
Yeah. Like sometimes I will just do cheese and butter on a bagel for breakfast.
That's fine.
But that's because I'm a fucking disgusting little goblin that likes American cheese.
There's nothing. Well, all right. There's maybe a few things wrong with liking
There's
American
a few
cheese,
things wrong with the pre-sliced Velveeta that has to be separated by plastic. But I put it on a bagel, and then I have it for breakfast.
there's specific times for the American cheese. Winston's texting. Perhaps it might be judicious to say a few pertinent points while you work. Pertinent, you say? Mm-hmm. Miss Croft is a quite extraordinary woman. I know. We were talking about polygons earlier. They're very sharp. She demands exacting standards, both from herself and others. Yeah?
Yes.
Is that why you're locked in the freezer? If you excel, you'll meet her generous side. And if we fail, she'll backflip us into a pit.
Yep. Isn't that what all billionaires do?
These days, yeah, pretty much. If not, well, Miss Croft has an extensive and colorful vocabulary. Oh, we won't get thrown into a pit. We'll just get yelled at.
I was wondering where that splashing was coming from.
What's splashing?
There was splashing that was coming over the side from your sprayer onto, like, the floor. Yeah, that. And I didn't see you up there, and I was like, what the fuck?
Collateral spraying.
Collaboration. You excited to play that game?
Collateral damage. Which game? What game?
Split Fiction.
Oh.
I was referencing the book, sorry. From It Takes Two.
Oh.
Collaboration.
I completely forgot about him. That should be a fun one, yeah. Get to duo co-op silly Alan Wake.
Basically,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, it's silly Alan Wake, and I don't think it's like each of us sees something different. I think we just go into both worlds.
Yeah.
Have you decided if you want it to be
No.
tech
I've
or
decided
fantasy?
nothing.
Tron or Lord of the Rings?
Oh, you can't put those two options in front of me because I like both of them.
Although, I don't think it would be like Lord of the Rings. I think it would be more like Tron or Narnia. It's a little more whimsical.
Narnia is the lesser of the fantasies.
It is. It truly is.
But that's what happens when you
It
try
is
to
held
make a...
back by its own writing.
It's what happens when you're basically trying to make a Jesus allegory. You just kind of like...
That's what I'm saying. It's held back by the fact that you tried to make God.
When really what you needed to do was have the Iluvatar start singing and create the universe. And then some of the singers will start getting jealous of others of the singers, and then they'll start getting discordant in their tones, and then they'll start making spiders and shit.
Hell yeah.
And then one of the singers, he'll see the stuff that the other singers are making, and he'll get jealous, but he won't be a dick about it, and he'll just secretly go sing some other stuff on his own, and then everybody will find him and be like, what the fuck are you doing in the hole? And he'll be like, don't look, don't look. And then they'll look in the hole and be like, what the fuck did you make? And he'll be like, they're cute. And everyone will be like, they're covered in beards. And he'll be like, they're cute. And I'm like, all right, fine, you can keep them. They'll join the song. And that's how dwarves are made. Best part is, I'm not joking. What was it that made the dwarves?
I
Is it
had a
Melkor?
book when I was little
Why
that
do I
turned
know
out to
these
be
names?
part of the Narnia verse.
Oh no.
And I didn't know that when I was reading it. I only found out many, many years later. I had almost completely forgotten about the book, that it was part of the Narnia verse. I didn't even realize there was a Narnia verse.
Yep.
It was the one about the sister and brother who found themselves in that forest of pools. That was the multiverse.
Ah. The
And like
interviewers.
each pool was kind of like a door, like the wardrobe.
Oh.
And they met the witch before she became the witch.
That's kind of
Super
neat.
weird.
It's weird, but it's kind of neat. It's an idea.
Super weird.
I like this thing Tonema was saying. The interviewer suddenly realized Tolkien had totally designed Middle-earth before even considering writing The Hobbit. And they're like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And he just shrugged. He liked languages. That's it.
Yeah. He built a world to contain the languages he liked making.
Yeah, that's it. He wanted to make made-up languages, and he understood languages, so he came up with like, this is how the language came to be. And he ended up making an entire world.
Yeah. And that's why I really enjoy the story of The Lord of the Rings, but I do not like the way it's written, because it's written as a linguist and not as a writer.
That's fair.
If that makes sense.
That's absolutely fair. I enjoy it, but
I'm
I
like,
don't
these are
mind.
great stories, and I wish you had written them a different way.
Yeah, I like it, but I am totally cool with going on a tangent to talk about the history of this one tobacco that only one character smokes. I am totally cool with that.
I'm cool with, like, footnotes.
You want to go on that
but that's
tangent
not
for
a
12
footnote.
pages? I'm fine.
That was a chapter, my
Yep.
guy.
Yep.
My mom was like, I don't understand why they cut so many things in Lord of the Rings and why they made different plot points and why they took things from some characters and gave them to other characters. I'm like, because it makes sense for that character to do it.
Because
You're telling me that the mouth of Sauron came out at the end and said some bullshit about how Frodo died and Aragorn believed him and got really upset?
I mean, that's in the extended cut.
What?
That's in the extended cut.
No, but in the extended cut, Aragorn does not believe him because it wouldn't make any fucking sense for him to believe it at that point.
Ah, yeah. Honestly,
Like, Aragorn barely has a character arc in the books, and I'm so happy they gave him a full character arc in the movies because that man deserves it.
my favorite parts in all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies are all in the extended cuts of them.
Yep,
The
same.
Mouth of Sauron bit is my favorite in the 3rd.
And I really, really like Boromir's kind of explanation.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like the scene where their father comes and has an interaction with both brothers and you immediately understand
Boromir
everything that happened.
Boromir is less of a dick. Faramir is less of a dick in the extended cuts. My favorite bit in the first... My favorite bits are all dumb jokes, except for the Mouth of Sauron.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of a dumb joke, though.
It is.
In
Whoever
the first,
played the Mouth of Sauron said camp.
Yeah. Exactly.
We love
in
him for it.
The first movie, my favorite bit is when they're like, I don't know if these are in the books or not. It's been a long time since I read them, but I know the second one isn't. In the first movie, when they're leaving the elves, and they're like, lembas bread, you eat just one small bite, and it'll feed a man for a day. And the 2 hobbits look at each other. How many do you have? 4?
Yep.
That's my favorite bit
How
in
many
the
do
first
you
one.
have, Pip? 4.
My favorite bit in the second one I know is absolutely not in the books. And it's the joke where Gimli's yelling about he's got an axe embedded in his central nervous system.
Yep.
And then the entire Mouth of Sauron
43.
exchange.
He was still... That one was dead. He was still twitching. He was still twitching because he's got my axe.
Love it.
Embedded in his central nervous system.
Love it.
I love that it's... On a rewatch, it's very, very clear that Legolas is letting Gimli win, but on first watch it isn't.
Yeah.
He's definitely every time saying exactly one number under Gimli because he's also counting Gimlis.
Yep.
There's no way in hell he killed that little orcs.
Boromir is still a dick, but far easier to understand why. Yeah. Like,
I don't even think Boromir is a dick, is the thing.
There's a little bit of it in there, but it's like you really you understand.
It's like the
You
regular
empathize.
bravado. It's not like actual dickishness.
Yeah.
The ring holds power over people in many, many different ways. Like, the way that it influenced Frodo is completely opposite of the way that it influenced Boromir. In that, in both ways, it wanted Boromir to take it or someone else to take it because it would be easier to get back. If that was the case.
Boromir
Like,
wasn't just
Frodo
corrupted by
was
the ring
not
he
an
wanted to
aggressive-
protect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, Frodo himself is not aggressive. Frodo had a history of kind of not just fantasizing constantly about things that could be, but he always saw the best in people, and he loved wandering around and observing things that he knew nothing about. Have you noticed how many times somebody told him to, like, be careful? Next thing you know, he's wandering off lollygagging? That's not because he wants to. It's because, in my opinion, the ring is controlling him and pushing that part of his character out.
Oh.
So that he can lose the ring a lot more easily.
That's a neat interpretation of it. I hadn't
That's
thought
the
about
reason
that. Yeah.
like, Smeagol would so easily kill his friend. Smeagol is a fisherman.
Yeah.
Very opportunistic, very quick with it.
That's
The ring immediately understands someone's strengths and weaknesses and pulls at that to get what it wants. So the way that it corrupted Boromir, yeah, he seemed like a dick, but it was a slow corruption. It wasn't a fast corruption. You know?
one of my favorite.
It wanted people to still trust Boromir,
Yeah.
even though it was doing its best to take it.
One of my
Sorry.
favorite to go like slightly off topic, but back to a former topic, because you mentioned your mother complaining about why things were cut and whatnot. My uncle, to this day, complains that Tom Bombadil is not in the movie.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
And in my, like, as it like, well, it's a movie. It doesn't make sense. You can make it make sense. No, you fucking can't. It's Tom fucking Bombadil.
It's Tom Bombadil. There's no justification for him.
He is a weird
Realistically.
fucking outlier, even in the book.
Yes.
Like, you can get away with that
Yes.
because it's a meandering book that'll go on a 14-page rant about tobacco. You could go and have a
Tolkien could
weird
have
time with a
benefited
guy in the
from
woods.
so much editing. So much editing. But,
You
like,
pu- you
here
put
we are.
You putting that in the movie, you got a tone shift like you nobody's business. Because that's also like
Yeah.
at the point where they're hiding from Nazgul and it's all dark and dramatic and whatnot. The tone
And
shift.
all of a sudden they
of-
go to this fucking haven? No.
The tone shift
Okay.
of this weird drug lord. Robin Williams would have made a
Also-
great Tom Bombadil. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah.
It would be an entirely different movie.
Yeah. One of her complaints was the House of Elrond was turned into, like, this magnificent palace instead of just a house. And, like, I understand why they did that. They
It's
needed
not-
a grandiose kind of place,
It's
you
not
know?
the House of Elrond. It's the House of Elrond. The Haus. Welcome to the House of Elrond. DJ starts at 7 o'clock. But yeah, you got to make a big deal out of the elves in the movie. Like, here is our
Yeah.
grand setting. We're having a whole meeting of all these different people from all over the place. In the book, yeah, you can just have that at a house. In real life, yeah, you can just have that at a house. In the movie,
You gotta make it grand.
yeah. Big deal. The setting puts you in the mindset of this is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
It is visual language.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that I think many people forget when they're dealing with book to movie translations. Like, sure, there's plenty of things to complain about with book to movie because, oh, holy shit. Like, yeah, I'm not going to discount people that say that the book is better because, sure, obviously, your imagination and all, like, yeah, your favorite bit got cut. I can understand that. But you're dealing in entirely different languages.
Yeah.
The language of a book is so different than the language of a movie.
Yes.
Some things work the same in both. Some things, oh man, do they not.
Yeah. Like, the whole reasoning behind the Steward of Gondor being the way he is fascinating. The corruption there is a really good story. Not for Lord of the Rings, not necessary. That would have added so much time. That would have added so much extra exposition. And all we really need to know for the story are the effects of that, you know? Like, yeah, it's really easy to say, oh my god, how incompetent. But, like,
This is why there are
over-explanation is the death of story, in my opinion.
this is why there are awards for specifically translating a like for adaptations. Adaptation is the word that I'm trying to think of. Specifically awards just for that. Because it's a skill. If you do a really good one, you're translating one language to another, basically. One artistic language to another. That ain't easy. And many people do get it really wrong because they try to either make it too different or too similar to the language of the book.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why there's theatrical and extended cuts. Also.
Mm-hmm.
Like the extended cut was always the intended cut. But the theatrical cut exists because they knew regular people
sit there
would
for
not
4
want to
fucking
go
hours.
to a movie theater and sit there for half of their life.
You mean I have to sit here for 5 hours? Uh-uh. But once you've seen the movie and you've nerded out for a while, then you're like, I have to sit here for 5 hours?
Then you're like, I'm in
Hell
this
yeah.
for the long haul.
And of course, I will also point out, it's very easy for us to say these things that we are currently saying. I know full well I do not have the skills to translate.
Yeah, for sure.
these two
Absolutely not.
things.
If I made something like that, it would look like shit. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's not my wheelhouse.
I can make a film. I know the film language pretty well. I'm not good at writing a book, and I certainly cannot translate book to screen or vice versa. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm good at neither of those things. I'm good at yapping. I'm here to yap.
Yapping's good. That's a skill.
I'm here to yap and have opinions.
That's a skill. As long as you can act accurately and get the point across and eloquently, and it's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Whether people are going to agree with it or not, that's a whole different story. There are skilled critics who have bad opinions. And there are critics who suck at being critics, who are absolutely right.
And there are critics that you need to influence to give bad reviews for restaurants in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Vampirade the Masquire?
We did the fountain.
Fountain did.
We did the fountain.
This mansion is very large.
It is.
It's so
This
big.
is the first map.
I don't know
It's
enough.
a map that I really like inside. That's like the trophy room.
Are the rest of the maps just like inside the mansion?
There's an obstacle course, which is outside.
Ah, okay.
I remember also the trophy room. I don't remember beyond that.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's just the 3 maps or not.
I don't know enough about Tomb Raider lore to be able to be like, these are iconic locations to think about. Like Mansion, yeah, I know that.
Mansion, the obstacle course is like the tutorial area for the first game.
Ah.
And then the
Oh,
trophy
yeah, I
room
do
is
remember.
just like with Easter eggs from like different games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know iconic locations from Tomb Raider. I haven't really played
No
much
one knows
Tomb
iconic
Raider.
locations from Tomb Raider. There are no iconic locations really. It's just like her house. Everyone knows her house.
She's got a mansion. Here's a cave.
Yeah, essentially. It's like, what are the iconic locations from Nathan
True.
or Uncharted?
True.
It's an exploration game.
You must clean a tomb. My God.
I wish you could clean a tomb.
We'd be raiding it with soap.
Old Spice.
Look at the tomb. Now back at me. Now back at the tomb. Mummy is now diamonds. Cleaning a cave full of dinosaurs that somehow got completely uncommented on. Yes. Oh my God, can we get a dinosaur washing game? Like Nintendogs or Nintendo cats? Was it Nintendo cats?
Cat.
I don't. There was a cat one.
There was a cat one. I think it was just called Nintendogs Cats.
That maybe makes more sense. Can we get one of those but with dinosaurs? There was a little bit of that with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You could wash your Pokemon.
Could you?
Yeah. In Scarlet and Violet, and I think in the generation before that too, you could take your Pokemon out and you could wash them for friendship. So you can
For friendship?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It helps the friendship grow.
I'm
Friendship
sure it
stat.
does.
Some
I didn't
Pokemon
realize there was a friendship stat.
some Pokemon only evolve through friendship stat.
Is that how Eevee evolves?
That's one of the evolutions, yeah. You get the friendship high enough. And does that also have a day-night component too, or is the friendship one separate? I think the friendship one is separate.
I saw a TikTok the other day that I would want to send you that is related to that. But you don't use TikTok anymore.
I don't pay attention to it as much. Winston's texting. Surprisingly tough work, exterior cleaning, isn't it? Oh yeah, superhero lair power washing. We had that in SpongeBob already. I got through 4 flannels on 1 brick alone. That is a lot. 1 brick. You can just spray it. Look, brick done. Wow. Winston, you suck at
Don't
your
make fun
job.
of him.
Expect you've brought some high-fangled gizmo or other to speed up the process. It just spray water real hard.
High-powered gizmo.
Just go psh. That's all. Meaning, of course, the car washing sim is 500 gigabytes. Yeah.
Did you try the spray paint sim?
No? There's a spray paint sim?
Yeah, I told you there's a spray paint sim that is like power wash sim essentially. That's spray painting, and there's a demo out for it, and where you spray paint a car a new color. You gotta like tape up all the details and unscrew all the stuff, like all the parts, and then put them back on.
That is interesting.
It's fun.
Like house flipper paint.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of power washing sim, but you're not like, at least from the demo, you're not like vandalizing, you're repainting.
People want you to put the paint on the things.
Yes. And you have to like buy paint, you have to buy tape in order to be able to tape up stuff. Which was fun. I'm looking forward to full release of that. I'm likely not going to stream it, but I am going to play it.
But you could stream it. You could do cozy game time.
You know what I should have streamed, but I didn't? Instead, I just 100%ed it on my own. Is Crime Scene Cleaner.
Oh!
It's such a good game.
I need to get that at some
Genuinely
point.
so fun.
There's so many good cleaning games. I did a little bit of viscera
and you get
cleanup
to like
on
rob
stream.
all the places that you crime scene clean.
Oh man. I've seen some streams of that. I think I've seen Domestic Dan play a little bit of that. And some other people. And it does look really good. And I have not got it. It's on my wish list.
It's very fun. You have to like clean up all the bodies.
Yeah.
The backstory is like you're paying for your daughter's medical bills. So you have to like grab as much stuff from that you can sell from the apartment that you're or house that you're cleaning as well.
Ah, the age-old story. The only way you can pay for your medical bills is through crime.
Yep. It's crime on top of your crime to pay medical bills.
Who's the
Gotta double
real
up on
criminal
your
here?
crime. Viscera Cleaner deal, except not completely insufferable to play. Yeah, I like VCD, but that's because I use console commands.
That's fair.
I use console commands to spawn buckets and bins so that I don't have to deal with the machine spitting out viscera.
That's very fair. That is one of the annoying things that I found while streaming that. Yeah.
And then I also use console commands to have universal lighting because some of those levels are fucked. I cannot be bothered to go to the machine and spawn enough light to place around the level and break by accident. You know what I mean?
Wait, you have to place the lights in that too? I only played like a little bit of that one level on stream and I haven't really touched it off stream.
There's some levels that are really dark and atmospheric.
Yeah.
And you have to like buy lights to place around in order to properly see what you're doing.
Huh.
And I hate that. So I just put everything on universal lighting because I also can't deal with flickering lights and shit.
That's fair.
And they're fixing a bunch of the stuff that people were complaining about like that when they're making the second one. And it's nearly complete.
Ooh.
Should be this year or early next.
Oh my goodness.
And there's a lot of quality of life improvements from what I've seen from the dev posts. I'm really excited for it.
I might have to pick that up when it comes out and stream that more than I did the first one.
Console
Maybe I'll
commands
come back to the
aren't
first one.
really
Maybe not.
cheating because they're there for everyone to use. So I can tell you the commands if you wanted to play these and like have a good time.
We'll see how much I suffer with it.
Yeah. Because overall, very good game. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But like I cannot be bothered to go and buy. There's also like graffiti elements that you have to buy acid jars to, and you have to break the acid against the wall in order to break down the super hard graffiti.
Huh.
And like I can't be bothered to try and calculate and go back to the little vending machine and vend as many as possible and try not to break them, because if you break them and you put it on a spot that doesn't have that graffiti, it'll eat away at it and you have to use like the laser gun to fix your issues that you've made. So I just spawn things in and then I spawn a laser gun because I can't be fucked to find it. Because every level has one anyway. And that's how I play that game, is I put on like a podcast that I want to, and then I just calmly clean my environment.
Just calmly clean up all
Sometimes
the blood.
I will still spill stuff as I'm trying to like take it to the burner, but that's just life at that point.
Delphi from the Goat Sim Surgeons. Yeah, it is definitely that era of like we're gonna quap this a little bit.
Yeah, which is fine when in terms of like carrying buckets, but in terms of like randomly spitting out blood from machines, I need no.
It is mean.
I think not.
It is so mean.
Also, if you play the holiday DLC with Santa, there's elves that essentially went crazy and murdered a bunch of the elves, and it's like a slaughter Santa's cabin situation, and there are pipe bombs that some of them made.
Oh.
And if you accidentally dispose of those in the incinerator, it explodes, and you fucking die, and then spawn a replacement, and you have to clean up your own body. And all the blood that you just made by exploding everywhere.
That is kind of great, though.
Now, it's really funny. It's very good.
It just makes me think of a Weird Al song.
You might forget that you put it in the bin, and then you pick up the bin, you put the bin in the fireplace, and then you hear it, and you're like, oh no.
You know what that is? That's content. That's what that is.
You just go, wait. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. It makes me think of The Night Santa Went Crazy by Weird Al Yankovic.
I vaguely remember that.
The night Santa went crazy. The night Kris Kringle went nuts. I remember too much of that song.
Remember that.
Realized he was getting the raw deal. Doesn't help that one of the first albums that I had on CD in my youth was Running with Scissors. I had
not the food album.
I had Running with Scissors, and I had, like the first CDs I ever had were Running with Scissors and the original Broadway cast recording for Man of La Mancha.
Ah,
This
nice.
should explain a lot. Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode is out now. Yes. Yes, it is.
One of the first CDs I ever owned was Aqua's Barbie album. It was good. I was
In a Barbie world?
8? Yeah, my entire childhood was like early 2000s Euro pop. So.
I was a theater kid and a nerd. I was broken. And a friend of mine gave me a burned CD of Malice Miser as well. And so also, Weeb.
Ah.
Not just Weeb, Goth Weeb.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Look, Gact was pretty great, alright?
Uh-huh.
And now here I am in a maid outfit. Coincidence?
No. Not a coincidence.
No.
No one told you to put that on.
No.
No one told you to put that on.
Sometimes I just want to be cute.
You gotta get this little bit of a wall in between. There it is.
Classical music and imported Final Fantasy soundtracks. Yes. Yes.
But did you make any of those angsty FMV edits on YouTube?
Ooh. Did you? Reveal your secrets to us.
Me?
Give us,
No.
Give us the link.
I was just asking.
I know. I'm not asking you to give us the link. Tonimo, I'm calling you out. Give us the link. Give us the link. You never into new metal? Aw.
Damn.
I never made angsty YouTube videos.
And the world is worse for it.
No. I was a jokey supervillain at one point.
Oh.
Former life. And then the world got too full of actual supervillains, and I kind of felt a little bit awkward about it.
Thought we were done talking about real life.
It keeps creeping in.
That is the problem, isn't it?
This is the actual reason that I kind of stopped doing that character. I can't help it that the actual reason is an actual thing.
Okay, I think it must be under that lip. The rest of it. Whee!
I never really watched a whole lot of the YouTube music videos of, like, angsty things and anime edits and whatnot.
Yeah, me neither. I knew they existed because of the meme. That's about it.
There was one that I really liked.
Uh-huh.
Out of the, like, maybe 3 that I saw. Because I had friends that watched them, and they would show me some of them. But the only one that I ever actually, like, cared about and held on to was, somebody did a music video of Washu from Tenchi Muyo. With She Blinded Me with Science.
Okay.
Which is a great song. And Washu was always my favorite. And so I was like, that's great. She's ridiculous. That's a perfect song to go with her. And it was like, I think that was the first place that I ever heard that song too. So I'm like, this is a good song.
I don't know who that character is or what that song is.
It is a song from the 80s.
Yeah.
Goofy kind of song. And
Sounds like it.
Washu was the genius of the group in Tenchi Muyo.
Mm-hmm. I can see the correlation.
So she constantly had experiments that blew up or that she used to try to molest Tenchi because everyone was always trying to molest Tenchi.
Oh, that's fun.
It was
That's
a
fun
harem
and
anime,
cool.
but it was like the only good harem anime.
Uh-huh.
Because all the characters actually had story to them.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't just, oh, we're going after this boy. It's no, there's fucking space war.
Right.
It's a good anime, is what I'm saying.
I believe you. Sure. Chat, this is why I never watch anime. There's
Space
always
war.
caveats. It's always something.
Space war.
It's always something.
There is always something weird, yes. Tenchi didn't really like any of them, so it wasn't even a love triangle thing. Yeah, he was constantly trying to get away.
That makes it worse that they were all trying to molest him. Don't you think?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Now the real question: were these real girls or like of some sort?
They were aliens.
Okay, so that falls into that category.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Tenchi was... Spoilers for Tenchi Muyo. Spoilers to a like...
Spoilers. Oh my god, guys.
To what, like a
Spoilers.
20,
Watch out.
30-year-old anime at this point. Tenchi was part alien on his mother's side. So his grandfather was related to one of the girls. Is her brother, in fact. And
So it's weirder.
yes.
It's weirder.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
They're royal family, so you know, blue
I don't
blood
watch
kind of
anime.
thing. Royals incest. That's just a fact of life. And
Okay.
he crash landed on Earth in ancient times. Not ancient, but like feudal Japan. Was it feudal? I don't know. I don't know which era of time. But he landed there. He crash landed. He couldn't go home. And so he stayed there and he settled down. And, you know, a couple hundreds of years later, his grandchild, because of course he lives a very long time, is this Tenchi kid. And he finds out his secret family history through all of this nonsense. And it's all dramatic and shit.
Right.
Yeah. The only thing you really remember from Tenchi Muyo is the Cabot? Yes. Ryo Oki is adorable. Ryo Oki
You realize
is...
that this would all sound really, really cool if it wasn't leading with this is a harem anime, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted you to know, like,
I know.
my point.
I know full well.
Yeah.
It's there, and it's unavoidable, but at the same time, it's also... Like, it's a main focus, but it's not a main focus, if you know what I mean? Like, it's always...
See, the thing is, with anime, every good, decent, interesting thing has to be framed over some weird fetish shit. And it also always has to be, like, a caveat. Of, like, I'll watch this weird fetish shit, but it's not about the fetish! It's not about that! It's actually really cool! And I'm like, I'm over it at this point in time.
That's fair. Ryuoki is still adorable, though. He's a cat-rabbit thing that turns into a spaceship.
That sounds cute.
It's one of Washu's inventions, I think. At least in one version of the show. Because there's the original show, and then there was the TV version of the show. And then there was another series of the show. Like, it has so many goddamn versions. So many realities. Also, remember Ryoko?
There's so
Ryoko's
many
great.
like cool shows that people have explained to me that I've almost started watching, and then they have to be like, but like skip this episode because it's kind of weird. I'm like, what's weird about it? And they reluctantly explain it to me, and I'm like, I'm not touching the show.
That's fair. Comic you saw recently showing a friend anime. Is it always this horny? Yes, but once you accept that, it's a touching story about the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like Chainsaw Man. And that's, like, I tolerate some things about it. Mostly, I really like some of the music. And I like some of the themes. But holy shit.
Yep.
Chainsaw Man is so horny. It is. It really is.
There's a lot of really horny anime.
Yeah. I think I only really watched past the first episode because I really liked the music. Like the intro and the credits of the first one. And then I watched a few episodes later and I was like, this is still okay. And now I'm like not even really that much of a fan of it anymore. I just really like the little dog. And I like some of the music, and that's about it. That's as far as I go.
I haven't watched any of Chainsaw Man. You know what you should check out? I say this as a legitimate recommendation without even needing to give you any kind of caveat of weird shit, because I don't think it has any weird like, it's weird, but it's the good weird.
Okay.
Not necessarily the anime, because the anime is basically just the manga. It's not even like animated. So just check out the manga. Way of the House Husband.
What?
Way of the House Husband is about a former Yakuza who is now just a domestic house husband. And so all of the things that he does of like cleaning the apartment and cooking and whatnot is ultra dramatic Yakuza level storytelling of just like, I'm gonna kill this bug. It's so good. It's weird. It's hilarious.
That's funny. Is there an anime for it, or is it just the...
There's an anime, but the anime, I completely missed Laura's text there. The anime is just, it's like still frames, so it's not really animated.
Oh. See, I really like that premise, but I'm gonna level with you. I'm not gonna read it.
That's fair.
And I can't even give you a good reason why. I just don't want to.
That's fair. If you ever...
Not for some reason, like, if it's a comic or a manga, my brain says no.
If your brain ever weakens on that point for a second, you're like, maybe I'll check out something to see if I like it. I would definitely recommend that. Because
I will keep it in mind.
The stories are also very short. So you can just, like, plow through one in, like, a couple pages. It's not even long. Like, it goes on for a long while. There's tons of stories, but each story is its own little self-contained, quick thing. They're good.
I was thinking of starting one of the Yakuza games, but then I looked at my backlog. And Teddy has seen my backlog, and not even the updated one. So.
Someday I'll stream Yakuza. Just imagine how, like, you've seen some streams of Yakuza. You know the kind of story, right?
I understand the kind of story. I'm just a little bit... I don't know if I would like the gameplay so much.
Imagine... Well, I'm talking about Way of the House Husband again. Imagine that kind of storytelling, but instead of trying to save his friend, trying to get out of prison, trying to save the orphanage, it's just need to do laundry.
Yeah, that's what I said, which is why I brought it up.
Yeah. Season 2 of Dan. I haven't watched any of that either.
I keep hearing about Dan. And like, I don't know anything about it other than people glorifying how good it is. And I don't know a single plot point, single character name, But every time people bring it up, they're like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Isn't it so good? I love it. Isn't it so good? Vague conversations about how fantastic it is. No details. I know nothing about Don other than the fact that people glaze it all the time.
Same. I know nothing.
Like, and then I'm like, what's good about it? And they're just like, it's just so good. Okay. It's very helpful. Thank you. I tried watching Bakano at some point, and I got a few episodes in, and I really, really liked it. But because it's an anime, I forgot to finish it.
Azumanga Daioh is older, way underrated. I have heard much good things about that too. I don't think I ever watched that one. I haven't watched as much anime as maybe I should have. I don't know. Or maybe I've watched the right amount. I don't know. I have enjoyed the most recent that I've watched, and I haven't gotten far into it. And the only reason that I've watched it is because on Cake Jumper's Discord, they did some viewing parties of some of the episodes, and I was around to catch for the first 2 episodes of them watching Shika no Noko no Koshtatan, the Deer Girl anime. So good. It is very funny. Very good, very funny deer anime. A boy who's into UFO stuff and a girl who's into paranormal stuff challenge each other to go to the most alien sighting haunted places in their town. Boy gets possessed, girl gets abducted. Don. Oh.
Is that... Okay, the girl gets abducted by aliens. I've heard that there's some really unfortunate scenes.
Oh no.
In the first little bit.
Oh no.
Is that what that is?
Oh no.
Hi, Mokana. Is that what that's referring to? Because I've heard some probing plot points.
Oh.
Because I might not want to watch that.
Well, here's your caveat again.
Yeah. Definitely some trigger stuff in the first episode. Great. Okay, so I will not be watching it on.
Well.
Thank you much. That sounds really interesting in theory.
Want to harvest banana organs.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. And if that's in the first episode, I can't imagine how that's going to go later.
Banana.
Anyway.
I had to show chat my banana.
Uh-huh. Oh, right. You drew a banana.
I drew a banana.
Drew a banana.
I drew a banana on the wall. I did not draw a penis this time. The banana.
This time.
Correct.
It took a lot of restraint, I think.
Yes, it did.
Were you about to draw a penis and then I asked you if you were going to draw one? Didn't?
No, my original plan was always banana.
Okay. Because the way you said no immediately was like...
All of the fighting against my urges was internal and before you even knew I was going to draw something. Azumanga is great comedy slice of life about a group of high school girls and their teachers based on a 4-koma. Ooh. I like a good 4-koma. For those of you watching who are not massive weebs, a 4-koma is a 4-panel comic. So the punchline happens in 4 panels.
Think Lost, but anime.
Oh.
What?
I hate that that's a great description. I hate that that's perfect. I hate that. I can't believe. Oh, why?
You're welcome.
I'm trapped? I'm not trapped anymore.
You're trapped.
I was stuck on the ladder. Can I?
Oh.
Not from
my
there.
My first introduction to manga was, or my first introduction to anime was the American anime. So it's not even an anime, it's a cartoon. In the style of an anime called Inuyasha. Everybody watched, and it was very, very cringe.
It was.
It was so super cringe. And I could barely watch it because even as a child, I was like, who likes this? But everybody in my age bracket watched it. So I watched it so that I would have something to talk about with the people around me.
So I watched it when it was on like Adult Swim at night. And
because Teddy likes to make his life complicated. Teddy just... Why do you always place the scaffolding with the open side facing away from...
Because I don't know where the open side is.
The opposite of the stairs. So that you don't fall out.
But I watched Inuyasha when it was on late night Adult Swim, and my roommate in college started watching it with me, and he got way into it. I was just like...
Oh, no.
I was just watching it because it was on. I enjoyed Adult Swim. Like, this is okay. It's not the best anime, but it's all right.
Yeah.
And he watched it and he was like, this is the best thing ever.
Oh my god.
He's a great guy. He's a wonderful person. I just always find it funny of how into it he got. He was like, this is the best thing I've ever fucking seen.
Uh-huh.
It's like, really? This?
The only part of Inuyasha that I vividly was that old man that turned into a big spider thing.
I don't remember that at all.
And that was because that's like a core memory of something that really creeped me the fuck out as a child.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember much of anything from Inuyasha except like, it's okay. Kind of cringe. All right.
At least I think it was an old man. It might have been an old woman, but it was like somebody that was helping. Was her name Kagami?
Kagome, yeah.
Kagome, yeah. Was helping her, and then she was like in the house alone and turned into this big spider thing, and they had to save her.
Creator of that also created a bunch of other wildly popular shows. Yeah. Commercial that was just Inuyasha and Kagome shouting each other's names. Yes. That's all I really remember. That's a perfect representation of that show. Yep.
And then my only introduction really to manga was that creepypasta manga that people sent that was like normal. And it was about like a girl that you as the protagonist were following on like a dark street in the rain. And when you scrolled far enough, one of the panels was actually a GIF of her neck turning around like an owl, and it was like this cracking sound effect that was so loud. It scared the shit out of you.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Animal, yeah, that.
Oh, yeah.
I hated it. Someone linked me that, and I was so angry. They were like, look at this cool story. And me, a child. Okay.
Adult Swim had some pretty good anime, and also some pretty shit anime. And that was where I basically watched my anime. That's all I really knew, was just whatever made it to Cartoon Network in the late hours of the night.
Yeah.
Or the afternoon after school. Gundam Wing. Death Scythe is still my favorite Gundam. To this day. Because I am an edgy little goth boy. It was black and purple and had a scythe. It was rad as fuck. It was all still images and auto-scroll. You're so fast animated. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I thought it was a GIF. Wow.
No, it just launched you down the page.
After that, for a long time, I was scrolling down pages in fear, slowly.
They don't get you.
Yeah.
What else was really good? What else did I want? Big O. I love Big O. That was great. It's incomprehensible, but I loved it. That was another big robot fighting anime.
Yeah, I never really got into the mech stuff.
It was a big robot
In
fighting
like
anime,
any medium.
but it was also like a weird Dark City-esque, like nobody has memories kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
And putting those two things together is just like, this is just, it was just cool. Just aesthetically cool to me. Story, incomprehensible. No idea what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Good start.
Batman mecha. Yeah, basically. He was a rich guy that had a mech. But was he really rich? Because nobody had any memories, so he was just hanging out in a mansion, which was run down, because nobody
So he was squatting.
knew it. Yeah. Everyone was. Like, the entire world was just like, I'm here, I guess. Is that... What was the one...
Christmas episode. What do you mean by the Christmas episode?
I don't remember the Christmas episode at all.
What the heck?
Forgot there even was one. There was that. There was... the Trigun. I enjoyed Trigun.
Did you see the Sailor Moon reboot? That was horrific.
No. No, I did
They
not.
tried to do a Sailor Moon reboot, and the art style was so bad that they had to stop airing it. Because people were making fun of it.
Wow. What was... I don't remember the name of it. What was the sci-fi anime?
Lopsided.
I don't remember how to describe almost anything in the anime, but I do know
Is it Sailor Moon Crystal Check?
one character whose name stands out in my mind to the end of days. And not even her name, but she was of the Katal Empire, and she was the cat girl of the group. The weird like warrior cat girl. What was that? What was that anime? I can see all of the characters in Outlaw Star. That's it.
Yeah.
I can see all the characters in my head, but I can't remember anybody's name except Aisha Clan. That was her name, of the Katal Empire. Outlaw Star did not age well. Not surprised. From what I can remember of things, not surprised. I know I watched that at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What else did they have?
I watched a lot of Seinfeld as a child.
We all
That's
watched
what I was
Seinfeld when
watching.
that aired. I remember Seinfeld.
As someone in elementary school, though, I probably shouldn't have been watching it. There were a lot of jokes that definitely
fine.
didn't fly over my head.
There's definitely worse things that you could have been watching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cowboy Bebop, love Cowboy Bebop. To this day, still love Cowboy Bebop. I understand there's people that don't like it. That's perfectly fine. For me, though, very much enjoy it. Full Metal
What happened to that
Hellsing.
live action?
Oh yeah, Hellsing. Fucking loved Hellsing. Dracula.
Dracula.
Well, he was Alucard, but he was not Alucard. He was Dracula. It was one of those things where
It was convoluted.
Alucard was not Dracula's son. Alucard was just Dracula's alias.
Yes, I think we all know.
Vampire Hunter D. Oh, I have one of the Vampire Hunter D movies on DVD. I forget which one it is. That was good. I enjoyed that. His hand talks to him.
What?
He's got a mouth in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's possessed. He's got like a parasite possession thing, and it's a mouth in his hand, and it's very sarcastic.
Okay.
The hand is the comic relief.
That's fun. That's a way to do it.
It has spaceship castles. Imagine the most ridiculously gothic castle you can think of that only anime could do, and now make it a rocket ship.
Oh my god, what was that one anime that was in, I think, the 90s? And this is gonna sound so generic. This is gonna sound the most generic.
90s anime is more my wheelhouse.
Older animes. It was two women that were the two protagonists. One of them was like in a princess dress, and the other one was in like a suit. And like very like a very dandy suit. I think one was like pink and the other one was like purple haired.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like gay art of them. And it was like one of the like queer anime icons of the time. I've seen a lot of like pieces of that, but I've never actually watched it.
I'm relatively certain I know exactly what you're talking about, and I do not know the name. And that's going to bother me. I'm pretty sure if you just... Somebody out there do a Google search of, like, the most lesbian anime, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be there. I'm relatively certain if that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it was before them. It was before the Sailors.
I am dead serious. Somebody do a Google search for lesbian anime. I am relatively certain it is going to pop up. I'm pretty sure that most of my knowledge of this one comes from Lesbian Brain Cancer X.
No, they were cousins. Stop.
Oh, God, yeah. No, they were lesbians.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even translator. It was, this is a little bit too much for our American audience.
Americans can't handle it.
This is gonna bother me now. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Now browsing the Wikipedia article.
List of
I don't know if they
animated
were
series
actually
with
queer
LGBT.
or if they were like
Samurai
just like
Pizza
queer
Cats.
icons.
I think they were. Utena? Utena. Utena. Is that it? There's other words in the title, but I remember Utena. Is that it? That might be it. Also, who was LGBTQ in Samurai Pizza Cats? They were they were cats that delivered pizza and they were samurai. Did they have sexuality in that? Did anyone Revolutionary Girl Utena, that's the name that I'm trying to think of.
Let me see if that was the one I was thinking of.
I feel like Samurai Pizza Cats had about as much sexuality to it as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant
Yes, I was right about a
is the one I'm thinking of.
I knew a 90s anime reference. I'm old.
Yeah, pink hair, purple hair. One is in a dress, the other one is in like a mini skirt and like a captain's jacket with like the shoulder like fluffs and everything.
Relatively certain that they were lesbians.
And I think they were. Yeah. From the stills that I just saw of them having like a picnic outside and one of them laying in the other. Pretty sure, yeah.
They're just gals being pals, man.
Yeah.
They were roommates.
And they were roommates. Cousin.
They were cousins.
Kissing
God.
cousins, am I right,
Damn
chat? Remember kissing cousins?
Is that a thing outside of just a phrase?
That's an Elvis movie.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yep. Yep.
Did he kiss his cousin? Did he get together with his cousin?
No, I think it was like something about like a lookalike or whatever, and they used the phrase kissing cousins. They weren't actually cousins.
This girl looks just like my cousin. We're gonna date.
Yeah, I have no idea like what the actual context was. I remember seeing the Elvis movie poster for like kissing cousins, people being like, that's crazy that this was normal. And then I looked further into it and it was not that at all. It's just the title of the movie. And he does have a song for it, so he does sing about kissing cousins. It's for that movie.
I mean, he also sings about his shoes. He sings about all kinds of things.
Why are you jumping?
Makes me go higher.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I don't feel like opening the menu for the extension nozzle, so I jump.
You don't feel like hitting E?
Correct.
That's crazy.
Why hit E when I can hit spacebar?
Right.
Because if I hit E, then I have to click around, and then I have an extendo nozzle on, and then I can't hit the stuff that's close to me easily. Whereas if I hit spacebar, then I hit some things that are far away, and I look down, and I hit the stuff that's close to me.
Listen, if you want to vomit on stream, that's your prerogative.
I don't get motion sick easily enough to do that. I'm just making chat throw
That's
up.
nice. I'm envious of you. I fear car rides.
I can read in the car. I can hang out in VR for a long time. I can go on rides in VR.
Is in a love triangle with two cousins. That's what it is.
Ah.
It's not two cousins being in a relationship. It's him playing cousins.
Oh. He's trying to keep it in the family. I understand.
Yeah.
There's videos like that on the internet. I understand. I mean, I've heard about these videos in the internet. Tall tales, I tell you. Legends of
Reminds me of like
the hidden website.
a book that I read that was like not even a young adult novel, it was like a teen novel. It was like a thriller. And I remember it because it was so fucking stupid.
The thrill of cousins.
It was like a cautionary tale about why you shouldn't be an asshole or whatever. Like the moral was don't be a player, I guess.
Okay.
It was like high school characters because it was for high schoolers.
Yeah.
And it was this guy that came to a new school and he was like, I'm going to try and date as many girls as possible, right?
Ah.
And he started seeing this girl and he really liked her. And then he met her twin sister and he was like, this is great. I could be in a relationship with both of them.
Oh, no.
And neither of them is going to find out.
Yeah, that's
how that's gonna go.
That's gonna go great there, guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't remember the specific details of this because it was such a long time ago and I tried to block most of it out.
Fair
but
enough.
It's like a memory that comes in every once in a while because it was so bad. He meets the third sibling. Turns out they had a triplet and she's been in a mental institution because she's crazy.
Oh. I think
And
I know
he
this
starts
story. I
trying
think
to
I've read this
date
story.
her as well.
Oh my
And he
God.
differentiates her two of them because one of them is a really bookish, shy girl. The other one is like an athletic, outspoken, like outgoing girl. And the third one, who's crazy, has a butterfly tattoo that she got somehow. Or
Maybe
whatever.
I haven't read this. I think in the version that I know of, he doesn't know about the third one, and then she's like suddenly introduced and kills him.
That's not this.
Okay.
He like starts dating her in secret from the other two. So 3 of them are dating, and none of them know that they're dating him. And he's like, this is fantastic. This is the dream. the stress of juggling these 3 relationships with these girls that all talk to each other on a regular basis. This is my dream.
It's insanity.
And he starts hanging out with the crazy one more and more because he really likes her. And he, like, something happens, and then a murder happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, he becomes an accomplice to the crazy girl committing murder.
Oh.
And he's freaking the fuck out. And then he's like, I have to report this. I can't just keep it to myself. Like, I have to police. It's the only thing to do. He goes to the police, and then somehow the 2 girls, the twins reveal that there is no third girl, that they've each been playing the role of the third sister with fake butterfly tattoos. Because they found out that he was playing them and they were mad about it. And he, like, came to the police with this crazy story about how he thinks he just committed murder and blah, blah, blah. And they got him institutionalized. And that was the moral of the story, is don't be a player because the girls are clever and will get you institutionalized.
Keep it consensual, keep it respectful.
It was so dumb.
Yeah, that's
So stupid.
that is definitely one of the stories of all time.
I remember reading it and I was like, that's not where I thought this was going, but it wasn't good.
That's a wild way to go. Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that phase where, like, I would skip class by going to the school library and just reading whatever? It was one of the books in there.
What a fucking rebel. I'm gonna skip class. What are you gonna do? Go to the library.
I skipped class because I hated the teachers, not because I liked the thrill of cutting class.
That's fair.
It was either go to the library or go home and play World of Warcraft, and sometimes that was... So...
I mean, that's a better plan than I had.
Which was?
If I didn't like a teacher or the class that I was in, I just bottled up my stress and then tore apart a stress ball in the middle of the night because I would stay up all night working on homework and just you know, unhealthy habits.
At least you did your homework. I almost failed.
I literally would pull all-nighters because I knew I couldn't get help on my homework because it was...
Oh, yeah.
And I would pull all-nighters on some things and be so stressed out that I had a stress ball and I literally squeezed it so hard my fingers went into it and then I tore it in half. I was a very stressed out child.
Yeah, that sounds like it. I was the opposite of a stressed out child. I was a child that had no issue because I knew legally they couldn't grade.
Ah.
So I was like, I don't have to do shit, actually.
You just ate a hot dog? How was that hot dog? What did you put on your hot dog? This is a complete, just left turn change in topic, but I was distracted by
the
hot dog in chat. Therefore...
You know what? You got the upper side. I'll go down here, yeah?
Okay. Therefore, chat, what are you putting on your hot dog?
I want to make a hot dog.
There is no wrong answer.
There are some wrong answers.
Just ketchup is acceptable because sometimes you want to be a child.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about when I say
okay.
wrong answer.
Some people have very strong opinions about ketchup on a hot dog, and I'm just like, sometimes you want to be a kid.
Some people are from Chicago, and that's their own problem.
Look, a Chicago dog is actually really good.
It is, but there's no reason to be a snob about it.
That's fair. Yes. Okay. Especially with pizza like that.
Can I just... Is this a safe space to say I fucking hate deep dish?
It is a safe space to say that. Yeah. I like deep dish. I'll say I enjoy deep dish. I'm
someone where if there's a little bit too much cheese, I get nauseous.
I enjoy deep dish.
I can't do deep dish.
But you know what I like more than deep dish pizza? Making fun of deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Pie.
It's really good. It is a pie.
Yeah.
That is a pizza pie. That is a
That is all the people
pie.
that like to overload their pizza with bullshit, getting together and being like, what's the first thing we can make?
Yeah. Pizza casserole, exactly.
Yeah.
For me,
Call it what it is.
for me, it's delicious. I love it. I'm gonna make fun of it because what did you do?
And at that point, just make a calzone. Have a calzone.
It is different from a calzone, though.
It's like if you put two deep dish pizzas together, that's just a big calzone.
I would eat that. That sounds great.
You would die. But
I would, but I would die happy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's essentially an open-faced calzone, and like, just make a calzone at that point. One time you had a deep dish, you got sick. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I went to Chicago. I got deep dish pizza. I got a Chicago hot dog, and almost it was fucking windy.
Yep.
And there's a street that smells like chocolate, and I got Legos. And that was my experience.
Street that smells like chocolate?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's where all the chocolatiers are, and so in early morning when they're all making stuff, it's just like it smells like chocolate there. It's wonderful.
Nice. You grew up in Ohio Valley. How was that? I'm destroying your banana. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Say goodbye to the banana, chat.
Banana, no.
It was a good banana.
Banana. It was also snowing when I was in Chicago, because this was when I was on tour with the Puppet Show, and snow followed us everywhere.
Yeah.
And wind and snow in Chicago is holy shit.
It's a deadly combination.
It is. You will die. It is insane. Yeah. And I went out and I got Legos in that, and it was it was fucking great. We saw a Lego store, and puppeteers are children, so we were just like, "This is the Lego store. We getting Legos? Yeah, we're getting Legos. We get paid yet? Yeah, we got paid the other day. We're getting Legos. Hell yeah." That's basically how that conversation went.
Nice.
Live it. Hello. Bring them in. We're talking about Chicago. We're talking about pizza. We're talking about anime. We're talking about just fucking yapping about everything today.
Have you ever had a Chicago-style dirty martini?
No, that's a thing?
Yeah. So it's a regular dirty martini, but then with the olive, they stuff it with blue cheese.
Oh.
It's really good.
I have not had that, and I would very much enjoy that. I love me some blue cheese. I'll put that in a martini. Hell yeah.
You gotta let it marinate for like a minute, and then you eat the olive.
Why are there 500 Ohioans in the WIK space? Because there's nothing else to do in Ohio. I'm still mad at Toledo.
There's nothing else to do in Ohio, but you have like a natural gravitation towards fellow Ohioans. So here we are.
I will be mad about Toledo until the day I die.
Oh my god, you really did place this backwards, Teddy. Jesus Christ.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not on it. I made it.
Uh-huh.
What did Toledo do? All right, here's the story. So, I was on tour with a kids' puppet show, okay? And we went all over the United States. We were supposed to go into Canada as well, but that part got, that little bit of it got canceled because anytime I'm about to go into Canada, something keeps me from going into Canada. I think they know I'll never come back. And
don't worry, you'll be here soon.
And what happened?
I think half of you will.
We went to Toledo, and to start off, we made it to the front page of the Toledo newspaper. That's how little was going on, okay? Children's puppet show comes into town, front page of Toledo newspaper. Okay?
Yeah.
It is... I don't remember what day of the week it was, but it was 8 o'clock at night. 8 p.m. A reasonable hour for,
Yeah.
let's say, I don't know, anything. And
Yeah.
a bunch of people are in the hotel, and they're just like, we're just going to order pizza. And at this point, I have had enough of pizza on this tour, because we've been to so many middle of nowhere places, and like the only thing around is to get pizza, and we get pizza delivered, and it's like, I'm sick of pizza. I want to go out, I want to get something, I don't care what. And I look on the Google Maps, and I'm like, okay, right nearby the hotel, there's a Subway restaurant. I'll go there, I'll get a sandwich. It's not going to be amazing, but I can just get a little fast food sandwich. Cool, great, love it, done. Walk out, go to the Subway, closed. Okay, look at the Google map. Oh, there's another Subway, like 3 blocks down. I understand. You have 2 Subways in a very close area, so that during the busy times you can go to one or the other, and when it's not busy, you close down one and the other one stays open. I understand. I go to the other Subway, also closed. It is 8, maybe 10 at this point. It didn't even take long to get from like it is fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them are closed. I'm looking on the Google map, like there's like restaurants around, right? Like I don't want to get, it's between paychecks. I've only got so much per diem. I don't want to spend a whole ton of money. I want to save up and take some home. So I don't want to go to like a full fancy restaurant or anything. But as I'm walking by all the like every restaurant is closed. There's like one restaurant that's open and it's full, and everything is fucking closed at 8 o'clock at night in Toledo. And I ended up getting chicken at a place under a bridge.
Yep. That sounds right.
It was good, but it was like, this is the only place around that is open. This is the only thing that is here. Toledo, what the fuck are you doing? And I was very annoyed at this point because I was stressed out and I was hungry. and I got the chicken I eat, and I go back to the hotel. And the next day, we're swapping stories of what we did for food, because we all have Toledo stories about food at this point, because we fucking spent the night in Toledo.
Yeah.
And everybody else that didn't just get pizza delivered all had the same ending of their story. I went and I got chicken under a bridge.
Yep.
I fell off. I fall down, go boom. So to this day, I am pissed at Toledo because what the fuck? I just wanted food.
Nobody goes out after 8 p.m. Everyone goes to their quiet little life.
It's 8 p.m.
Yeah, partying? What's that?
I literally do not have a life right now, and I can still go out at 8 p.m. and do a thing and get a food.
Yeah, but they would rather be home at 8 p.m., not at their place of work.
Fucking Ohio. This is why I am mad at Ohio, and specifically Toledo, to this day. And every time I tell this story to someone who's from Ohio, because of course, actor in the city, I know people who are from Ohio who come to the city to also be actors. And as soon as I find out, oh, hey, friend of mine, you're from Ohio? Let me tell you why I hate Ohio. And they listen to me. And they hear the story, and they're like, yeah, why do you think I left? Every time. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
No one has argued
Sounds like
with
one of
me
those
on it.
places where just like-minded people stay and everyone else just know enough to...
It's kind of the same thing with New Jersey. Like, I grew up in Jersey, and you either stay in Jersey or you go to the city. And I went to the city because fuck New Jersey. Which also means I know I don't have too much room to talk about literally anything, because fuck me, I'm from New Jersey. Your state smells. I know. I lived there. That's where I grew up. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
The most astronauts of any state. Something about Ohio that makes people want to get as far away as possible. That's good. That's funny. I enjoy that.
We are almost done this manor.
Are we? There's still crown molding up here.
Yeah.
That even standing on this ledge, I don't fully reach because I'm not using the long thing. Are you
using your extension?
No, I'm doing the stuff that's close to me.
Jesus Christ.
Just add it to the list of Teddy Y. Teddy no.
Yep. Teddy Y, Teddy no. Teddy what the heck?
I do things in a very specific way. Most people would call it wrong.
You would also call it wrong.
Sometimes. Sometimes I don't know right from wrong. Which is why I keep putting the scaffolding the wrong way around, apparently, because I don't know. I don't know right from wrong on that. I just put it down.
Lawyers in chat, would that hold up? I say, assuming there are any lawyers in the chat.
I work at a law school. That's one of the jobs that I do. I have many jobs. I know the law.
Vaguely.
The law is arguing. That's what it is.
Yeah. Your sister's a lawyer? That's nice.
I have had friends tell me that I could pass the bar exam without having ever taken a law class. Because I'm not an idiot, and I know how to argue. That's it. And they're like, you could probably do better than some of the lawyers that I know. And it's like, I believe you.
That's alarming.
I know. It is. It really is. Turns out the law is really fucked up.
I saw literally a TikTok yesterday about this woman who is, I think Gen Z is the one below me, right?
Yeah.
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 And
what are you? Millennial?
Millennial.
Wait, yeah.
I'm a millennial, yeah.
No, I'm elder millennial. I heard you almost say that.
I almost said I meant the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm young millennial.
Yeah.
Like the youngest of the millennials. And there was this woman who passed the bar exam, and she like has a lawyer type job, or she is a lawyer. She has like a full job at a firm. And she was recounting her experience going up to like a clerk, and like they were talking to her like she was stupid, and she had to go like in front of a judge and talk about things, and the judge asked her questions, and she just had to pull stuff out of her ass, and she was like so stressed out. And she ended it with by saying, "So anyway, I might not have a job tomorrow. Who let me into a courtroom? Haha, I'm a child." It's like, you are a lawyer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Madam, this is a public account.
The exennial, yes. Tonal, even elder than the elder millennials. Even older than I. Good to see you, old man. How is your hip? I can say that because I woke up today and my hip hurt.
Okay, I have a bad knee at this point in my life.
We're old, yay!
It's really bad, and it's like excruciatingly painful.
I'm sorry.
And I need to go back to doing my physio stuff. Because I have my resistance band, but I don't remember what to do with it.
Oh.
It's one of those.
Yeah. You can start stretching. You're not holding
I basically have like a weak muscle that keeps the kneecap in place. So it moves around. And gives me shooting pain throughout my legs.
That sounds like
and one of them has been acting up recently.
Sounds like it.
It was fine after I went to like physio and the gym for a while, but then COVID and I had to stop going.
Yeah.
So now my knee's fucked up again.
Well,
Yeah, Milkina told me to get one of those like desk pedal things that they use for old people, where you put it under your desk and you like pedal, and it's kind of like a bike.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking about doing that. I was like, if it's for old people, it's for me. I'll take it.
I mean, at this point, yeah. We are the old people. We are breaking down.
I tried to do Pilates and my knee started screaming at me, and I was like, looks like I can't work out right now.
Oh.
It was so sad. It was so sad. I was just laying in my living room alone and in pain. And then my cat just came up and sat next to me, and he was like, I guess, are we spending time together? No, I'm dying, actually. And then he said, this is spending time together.
This is such a relatable and yet at the same time such an old lady story.
Yeah. Like, he heard me collapse in pain, and he came over because he actually cats do get concerned.
Yeah.
He was concerned, but in his own apathetic cat way, where he just sat next to me and purred while I was crying.
You are in pain. I am here. Will you do
Yeah.
anything? No.
No.
Feel honored you get this much human.
And then he said, can you let me into my little den, please? Thank you.
Same age as lack of content, give or take a few months. Okay, so you're just a couple years older than me. Zennial turned 28, my baby.
Oh, baby. It's so small. So baby.
I am
Grant-
too a zennial.
Granted, I've been an old man basically all of my life.
Yeah.
So even while in college, I would meet up with friends and we would complain about our decaying bodies. It's like, I got this
Yeah.
thing in my leg. I was like, oh yeah, I got this
College
thing
gave
in
me my back problems. So I started those early.
Yeah.
Turns out standing on a concrete floor for hours on end at an easel.
You mean that's not good for you? Can I? Why can't I? Come on. Parkour. Parkour
Can't
better.
change your stance because then you fuck
Oh,
up
wait a
your
minute.
perspective and have to start all over again. Haha.
Hurrah! Aw. Play. There's so much up there. 30-pound
my
book
God,
bag
Teddy.
for 12 years? Yeah. What? Liz is gonna be so mad
Go.
when she sees all
There
the
we
bits
go.
that I missed.
Oh, yeah, I can already see them. They're right above your little noggin.
I do things.
Uh-huh.
See?
There you go.
Go ding.
You
Stuff
say Liz
gets
is going to
clean.
be so mad, but in reality, Liz has to go in 13 minutes. So, that's not going to be my problem anymore.
Liz doesn't care.
I offered to help.
She's immune to anger. She's full of apathy.
Oh, after my day today? Yeah.
The problem is mine now. I've made problems for myself again. This is normal.
Yeah, I did the same thing, guys. Shoulder bag.
think we all did to some degree or another.
Yeah, shoulder bag with art supplies, and then as well as a laptop bag on the other one with my giant fucking gamer laptop that I bought.
Hell
so it
yeah.
was extra heavy with my drawing tablet.
Hell
And then
yeah.
on my other shoulder, so it kind of balanced out. But then on the first shoulder again, I also had this big giant like tube that had all my newsprint in it for my life drawing classes that I would sometimes just leave at the school labeled because fuck carrying that, it was so heavy. But I had the biggest one and we just called it the bazooka because it was huge and it was so heavy.
Never trust a Canadian with a bazooka.
What do you mean? We're so nice.
War crimes.
What do you mean?
War crimes. I keyed. But also, war crimes.
Canada's war crimes, I know the stories. It's worse, I'm also Ukrainian. So, you know. There's those crimes. Ah!
This is taking dark turns. It always takes dark turns.
On this broadcast, yes.
Yes.
I try to keep it a little light on my channel, personally.
We keep it light around here.
Keep it light.
Keep it.
light.
We keep it light. Light.
It's not war crimes the first time.
God, you have a point. Because you got to do it, and then people got to go, not do that again.
And then past that point, it's a crime. But if you invent something new,
Jesus Christ.
you're just a genius.
What's going on?
You're just efficient.
No. There are issues here. We're gonna get
Oh
canceled.
my god, you put the scaffolding the right way. I'm so proud of you.
Sass. The sass. That's why there's a whole to-do list. Oh my god. It's not a to-do list.
To-do
It's not a to-do list. No. You're taking the wrong lessons here. Can I? I can. Hell yeah. Parkour. What's left? What is left?
What is a string core sledge? Ah, there.
Buttress. Buttress. What's glowing? Buttress, where do you glow?
Yeah.
Buttress. 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 Here,
The
buttress,
butt.
buttress, buttress, buttress. Here, buttress, buttress, buttress.
Did I leave one here? I did. There we go.
There's the buttress.
Chat, how do you say that word?
What word?
Tower Quan? Coins? Coins? Quoins. How do you say? I'm an immigrant. Please explain.
Tower coin.
Also, what is that?
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Ah, it's this bit.
I don't know if that was the
French,
right way or not.
probably no
I just
idea.
put it down.
It was.
It was? Okay. I don't know what's right and
The
wrong
stairs
here.
should be on the opposite side of whatever you're washing. Did it right.
I did it. Manor walls. There's 3 of them. Looking for glowing wall. There's one. There's your dirt. There we go.
There's a window.
The window to the wall.
Here we go.
Okay, there's one more. Glowing somewhere. Man a wall. Man a wall. Wall. Aha! Somewhere on this is dirt. I don't know where.
Nice.
I can't
Somewhere
see
on this
it.
is dirt.
Even when I hit the tab. There it is.
Even
got
when
it.
you hit tab.
I couldn't see it when I hit tab, so I just sprayed everywhere and hoped. And it worked.
Yeah.
Quail. What is a quail? Quail. Quail.
It's like the brick trims. It's this one up here, Teddy. Yeah, up here.
Quack. I'm just gonna quack. Tower quack.
And there's one more somewhere.
11 out of 12. Where is the final quack?
I see it. It's right where you were already spraying for the wall.
Okay. Corbels.
Corbels, corbel tables, and decorative window arches.
There's one. Oh, there's another.
The fuck is a corbel table?
3 window arches remain.
Lantern.
2 window arches remain.
This is a corbel.
Window arch. Do.
Oh my god, that's what a fucking corbel table is.
What is it?
It's the little arches near the top.
Decorative window arch. Why you no clean?
It's probably from the top of it.
Are you still up there, or do I need to get a thing?
No, I'm behind you. I'm on the other side of the building.
Become clean.
Become clean, please.
Become clean. Become clean. Decorative window arch. Meow.
Okay, there's that. Horrible.
Oh. Quack like new Gundam thing with the most insane name ever. What?
Oh god, there's raiders.
Genesis VTube
Raiders.
has raided Liz.
Raiders.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Raiders. I'm so sorry. I didn't see right away. Oh my god.
We're very
Hello.
distracted by
Welcome to
decorative window arches.
Powerwash. Yes, I was very distracted by the fucking corbel tables. What were you playing?
What is a corbel?
It's these little supports for the ledges.
Oh, I've learned a word.
I also didn't know that till one of them is not clean. You were also washing
found
nice.
it.
Which pack were you doing?
Found it. We finished up Shrek, and Liz graciously has replayed this level because it's the first time I've done anything Tomb Raider.
Just normal was your first time?
It's
Nice.
It's this one, but it's not clean.
Oh my god. It's not becoming clean.
It denies me.
It's not clean,
I did
precious.
it.
There it is.
Okay, we got it. It's done.
Wow.
It's
You like my
happened.
little squishy model? Thank you so much. I drew it myself over a little model base. If you go over to Teddy's stream, he's also using one of the bases, and it's more
I have a maid outfit on.
general form.
I think the important thing
but
to
yeah.
mention is that I have a maid outfit on, and therefore
Teddy
I am
has a maid
beautiful.
outfit on. Yeah, yeah. He's a very pretty maid today.
I'm a princess.
We love a maid.
It's cute. We love it.
We love a maid. Oh,
Okay.
nice.
We did it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Powerwash. We did. We
Look at this
finished the
thing.
level. Let's see us cleaning it. Let's see us cleaning it.
Fib on the side. It's beautiful. Love a good fib.
Wow, look at us go! This is the Tomb Raider DLC. This is the first level of that.
And we finished it just in time.
We did. Because I know you just rated us, but unfortunately, it is 11 p.m. Or not 11 p.m., it's 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It's 10 p.m., but
I
it's still a little late for me. We have been live for 4 hours at this point.
Oh, it's an obstacle
So
course and quad bike next. Ew.
So I do, unfortunately, have to skedaddle. But I will be live again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go back to Dragon Age Veilguard. So if you're into that, we're about the midway point there, and we are romancing an old man with a skeleton pal.
He's got the best buddy.
He does.
Curiosity Wisp inside a bone man.
Yeah.
Great.
What are you doing this weekend, Teddy?
Nothing. It's the weekend. I don't stream on the
Nothing. It's
weekend.
the
This is the last
weekend.
stream of the week. If you're on my stream, there's the ending screen. So you know what happens. I put out the schedule on like Sunday or so. But if you are actually wait, no, you're gonna see it in both chats. I think.
Ooh.
Does the bot show up in
Ooh.
both chats?
Yeah, links. There it is.
There's my links and my Discord. You go in.
Yeah.
Have fun. Hang out with people. And if you have suggestions
have
for games,
still-
put them in suggestion land in the Discord. And there we go.
Yeah, I've still yet to fucking upcord.
Yes.
Update my links. So my
gotta put it
YouTube
in the
is
updog.
ImplodingZombie, my Bluesky is ImplodingZombie, and my Discord. Oh god,
Discord?
that's caps. I hit taps.
It's
I
Upcord.
hit caps at some point, and my brain no worky today.
Visit Liz's Upcord.
It also isn't working. Smile. It's
try
in my
this.
links. It's in my
Upcord.
links. My old Twitter is there, but you know, my old Twitter is there. But yeah, like I said, I'll be live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday for some Veilguard. Thank you guys for hanging out today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We can send people off to somewhere. They rate it in.
Do you
we
want
can
to send
rate
them
them
off to Shand today?
That sounds like a perfect plan.
That sounds like an insane plan. Shand is probably in his usual category of games and demos, playing some bullshit. Go ahead and say hi when you get there.
You're not wrong, but that is a way to put it.
That is a way to put it. Say hello to fellow Canadian Will Shand.
I'm not Canadian, but I'll say hi to him. I like Canadians. They're good people, except for the war crimes. All right.
Except for the war crimes. Tell him, ask him about the war. You know what? Ask
Don't
Will
ask
Shand
him
about the war crimes.
crimes. No, what are you doing? Go over there, be
You're
nice,
also Canadian.
say hi.
Nice.
If you're coming from my chat, give him crabs. If you're coming from Liz's chat,
Oh yeah, don't ask him
give
about
him
the
war crimes.
but definitely give him crabs.
Please don't give him worm crabs.
All right, my raid is set to go off. Is your raid all set to go off?
I am ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, raid.